Hello, this is Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection on PS3, and I finally got it reinstalled. There were some weird problems on PlayStation 3 this week. Well, basically they installed some kind of server-side thing that forced everybody to switch to two-factor authentication, or what Sony calls two-step verification is what Sony calls it. If you didn't do that, you could not download any games that you had bought, and you could not play purchased digital games. You could play disc-based games, and you could download free demos, but you could not download things you had bought. You could not play things you had bought and downloaded, so that sucked. But basically, some geniuses found that you could turn on two-point verification, authentication, two-step verification, whatever it is, and that seems to get it working for a lot of people, and it worked for me. So thank goodness, because I wanted to play some Dark Resurrection. Although, while this is Dark Resurrection Online, I finally paid the extra $10 to get the online update, and I'm glad I did, because it has this nifty online submenu, which is nice because I can leave the game hanging out in here and it'll just play this kind of chill out music. If you leave the game on the main menu, it won't sit there for more than like 4 seconds before it kicks into a demo or a movie or something, which is annoying. But actually, this is interesting to look at these rankings. You can see what people have been up to. So this is for the past week. Nobody has played this game in the Asia region, apparently, in the past week. America, we had some people play. Not too many people, but some people. I'm not sure how many points you get per fight, or if this is like their total points, or just the points they earned this week. No idea. And lots of the top... The most active, of course, is Brazil, as we see here. I'm not sure. I guess that's just a generic region flag that these people have set. Europe, though. Look at Europe. Europe's going for it. Twice as many people. Good job, Europe. And then actually, if you look at total ranking, Asia, so we got the top scores. We got 4 Dark Lords. Top score is 300,000. America, 4 Dark Lords. I guess maybe that's just fixed per region, the number of Dark Lords. I don't know. Actually, wait, we could check that. So, 200,000 for this Dark Lord. America... Yeah, it is fixed per region, because these people have 200,000, but they're not Dark Lords. So America, 1.7 million for the top score. Look at that. Ziggy Field, whatever. Then we look at Europe. Oh my gosh, Europe's been killing it. Not 1.7 million, but lots more people with the big old 7-digit scores, so... Europe likes this game. Anyway, I just think that's kind of cool. I don't play online because I'm a wimp, and my apartment has switched to Wi-Fi only. My apartment building, that is, and I'm a wimp. And I just like playing AI and just relaxing because I suck. Okay, so Ghost Battle is what I'm here for. See, it doesn't... Darg!
Get ready for the
No!
next battle.
Get me out of here. Thanks. Yeah, basically the online... I like the online menu. That was worth $10. Well worth it, actually.
Welcome to the kingdom.
So I had uninstalled this game. Ah, look who it is. I had been thinking about it, though, from time to time, and... So at the beginning of this week, I decided I wanted to reinstall it, and then it took all week trying to figure out how to get my PlayStation downloads working again. And but here we are, we made it. I had been hoping to play it this Friday, and it's Friday night, and I'm playing. And my real reason for re-downloading this game, because I bought Tekken 5 on PS2, and that game does some things better than Dark Resurrection does. So I thought I would just stick with Tekken 5 and then a little Tekken 6. But there were some things that Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection does that neither of those other two Tekkens does. And so here I am. And the main one was that in this game, Paul has the cutest crew cut that you can buy for him. Just an amazing crew cut, and I will show you that later. So I was missing my crew cut Paul, my clean cut fighting man, and I couldn't stand it. I had to get him back. So that's basically why we're here. But there are some other things. For instance, just this character select screen is kind of amazing. It might be my favorite select screen in the series. In fact, it probably is. It takes kind of the general style of the Tekken 5 select screen, but just shines everything up. And of course, you've got more characters, so it looks that much more impressive. There's nobody locked from the start. Well, actually, Jinpachi is not here from the start. I think you have to win like 20 or 30 fights, somewhere between 20 and 30 fights before Jinpachi shows up, something like that. Yeah, just an amazing character select screen. I mean, if you see this and you aren't kind of excited, I don't know. You probably won't enjoy fighting games, I guess. I don't know, because this is a pretty cool screen. Oh, I remember another thing I want to do. Okay. But the other thing I do want to do, definitely, is some Jinpachi, because this is I think the only Tekken in which he's playable. Unless he's in Tag Tournament 2, I don't think he is. Anyway, I don't remember, and I don't have the Tag 2 installed because I didn't really like it. So, anyway, we're going to play Jinpachi. Now, Jinpachi, if you remember, or if you've seen him as the boss of Tekken 5, I guess that was a spoiler, he's in this, he looks like just a normal, hulked out, buff, super old dude, right? That's typical guy you see walking down the street. But then he turns into this big, demonically possessed guy with like a gaping giant mouth in his chest and purple flames shooting out all over his body. And I don't really want to fight like that because it's really distracting, actually, and gross. So I think he's got 3 costumes, if I remember, and 2 of them are kind of weird, demonic ones like that. But I think he's got a 3rd one that's just a normal-ish. He doesn't have flames or a chest mouth, I don't think. So I want to find that one now. So I'm going to see what buttons I can select him with. How about R1? No. R2? No. L1? No. L2? No. Okay, that's good. Now we get to the face buttons. Battle costumes are usually on the punch buttons, the default punch buttons before any remapping, so that's square and triangle. If there's a 3rd costume, it's often on triangle. So I'll try triangle. Now, this is going to get us to one of the problems with Dark Resurrection on PS3. Okay, so this costume is not customizable, so actually I don't think any of his costumes are customizable. So maybe it's not necessarily the wrong one. I pushed triangle. One of the problems is you can't, if this was customizable, you would not be able to see any of the things you're shopping for. So I guess we can't see that now, but take it from me, that is a problem. You can't even see the base costume you just selected. It's very annoying. Okay, so the other thing I remember that I need to do is change my name. I hadn't understood what the heck name entry does at first, but it's just the name that shows up under your health bar. I thought I was naming each character, but no, it's just a fixed name that shows up under everyone's health bar. And I'm just gonna, should I do all caps? How the heck does my name work on YouTube? No, it's lowercase. What am I thinking? Okay. Oh, I have to do that per box, right? Right? So let's get this up here so people watching the video can see which side is me. Is there a space on YouTube? I think there's a space, right? Oh no. Oh no, no numbers? Ah. Why does it say cap symbol? Oh. Still no number. Oh, there we go. Okay. Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna hope this is the non-demoned out Jinpachi. So let's see.
Get ready for the next battle.
Now I kind of expect him to fight. Okay, it is. Sweet. This is the Jinpachi I wanted. Oh wow, starting out with Lily. So here's one problem with Dark Resurrection, or another problem. I have it set on medium difficulty. It has given me, I am a 9th Q Jinpachi. That is the second to lowest rank. You start at beginner rank. I think it's still called beginner here. It is in 5, which is effectively 10th Q rank. So I advanced 1 rank to 9th Q. This Lily I'm facing, I think it said was first Q. First Q, first Q is, well, 9 ranks above beginner, 8 ranks above my current rank. That's a lot of ranks. They should not be starting me off against a first Q. They should not be starting a 9th Q character off against a first Q character, but for some reason they do in Dark Resurrection. Tekken 5 is better in terms of the ranks it fixes you up against. And Tekken 6 is better too. So Dark Resurrection is weirdly bad at this. The other thing is that, so if I think, like, okay, that was too hard, I could change the rank, but this actually will not affect anything until I quit the entire mode. Whereas in Tekken 5 and in Dark Resurrection, or in Tekken 6, it'll kick in terms of who comes up for the next fight in the 3 characters you can pick from to fight next. It'll basically give you higher ranks if you pick harder levels, and easier ranks if you pick easier levels. But see, I'm gonna test this. But I'm pretty sure I've done this before. So I'm going to set it to very hard. That if I can beat this Lily, the next 3 opponents I can choose from should be even higher rank, like way higher rank. But we'll see if that's the case. So back when I had this installed before, I had trouble beating first Qs, especially when I was first starting with a character. To see if I've sort of improved my general Tekken ability by, I mean, since I uninstalled Dark Resurrection before, I have played all the way through Tekken 5 with all the characters. So you'd think I would have learned a little something. Oh my gosh, that was a huge combo. She just, okay, there goes 80% of my health from one combo and one little wake up. Wow. Other excuses I gave myself for uninstalling this version are that they remixed the music for all of the stages. So this is remixed music, or they totally redid the music. This music is kind of reminiscent. It's James Bondian, like the original music for the stage in Vanilla 5, so it's pretty good. Some of the music on some of the stages is just pretty bland. So
Get ready for the next battle.
There was a, what was that, a 6th Q, a 3rd Q, and a first Dan, or some kind of Dan rank. Dan rank was a high one, but those other two were not high, so those were still medium-ish opponent selections there. So that, I set it to very hard. It was not giving me very hard. Even though I'm the lowest rank, it should have still given me some higher ranks than that for very hard. That being said, I can't beat this 3rd Q at the moment. I like Jinpachi's stance. So if I didn't say it specifically, Jinpachi is the boss in Tekken 5. And they made him he's not playable as a character you can control in vanilla Tekken 5 on PS2. There's no unlocking him in that, but in this one, in Dark Resurrection, at least on PS3, I don't know about the PSP version, probably in that one too, I don't know. He becomes available, and again, I think it's after you've played, or maybe won, I don't remember, like 20 to 30 matches. I could be totally wrong on that, but I seem to remember it was something like that. I'm letting him hit me way too much. So this game looks good. I was sort of annoyed. In some stages there's noticeably less surface detail, like sort of rendering effects, shininess and stuff on surfaces, and less environment effects like fog and particles and stuff. Actually, less of that in this PS3 version than in the PS2 version for these stages, but it is, of course, 1080p, which so you get that kind of detail over the PS2 version, which could run in. You can run the PS2 version in progressive, so that's 480p, which for PS2 games is pretty good. So yeah, it's still not giving me very hard style opposition. So this setting is just broken. It's not broken, but it doesn't work until you quit the entire mode, and that's not right. That should not be the case. That's not how it works in 5. That's not how it works in 6. It doesn't make sense that it would not kick in for the next opponent's choice that comes up. So that's just wrong. That annoys me. So I haven't really been paying attention to Jinpachi's fighting style. They also changed some of the stages. Actually, pretty much all the stages changed in some way. This stage in 5 Vanilla, it takes place on shore, on a little sort of stone embankment. Kind of like like you're outside a little castle in this cave. You can see these pirate ships nearby. Oh, there's a skeleton up on the upper deck there. That's awesome. For Dark Resurrection, they moved it. They put you on one of the pirate ships you can see in the distance in 5, which is kind of cool. Uh-oh. Oh, he did the combo and got me. Man. So Marduk is a lot different in Dark Resurrection. When I first played him in Dark Resurrection, I loved him. I thought he was awesome. And that probably hasn't changed. If I go and play him, I'll probably like him. In 5, in Vanilla 5, he's still kind of like he is in 4. And I played him in this game before I played him in 4 or in 5. Before I played those games at all. Oh, that was sweet. In this game, you can play him like a big bruiser, like he looks. He looks like a big bruiser, and you can play him that way. In 4, where he first appeared, they wanted you to play him like a MMA wrestler, like shoot artist style or whatever it's called, where you sort of lunge at your opponent, take them down to the mat, and then like get what's called a mount on them, so you're sort of straddling their torso with your legs, and then you punch them in the face, or you do some kind of hold on them or something like that. That's how they wanted you to play, and you can do that stuff.
Get ready for the next battle.
And 4 in general, they were trying to be a more realistic game than the previous Tekkens had been, and so they did a lot of they made a lot of big changes to how the game played in 4. And so Marduk was a new character, and he was part of that realistic thing. So they were trying to make a sort of realistic MMA ground fighter style character with Marduk. He's not just a big punch slammo bruiser like he looks like he is, but he's not. So if you go in trying to just smack people around with big punches, it doesn't work very well. In fact, like one of his arms, like maybe it's his left, maybe it's his right, it just does little slaps. That's all he does with that arm, is just little slaps. You're like, what the heck? This gigantic guy, he's just doing these little slaps with this arm.
Round 3.
So I had a real hard time playing it. I still have a real hard time playing him in 4. And in Vanilla 5, he's still sort of that way. They started, 5, they pulled back on the realistic, quote-unquote realistic changes they had made to the game in general in 5. They took it back to more of the original Tekken giant juggle craziness. But Marduk, they took it pretty much all the way back to that. But Marduk still wants to play kind of like a ground pound takedown character. You still can't quite play him as an all-out just mauler. That's a cool pose in Vanilla 5. Okay, this stage I love. This is definitely part of the game that I missed. One of my last memories of my darling crew cut Paul was fighting with him as him in this stage. There's no equivalent to this stage in 5 Vanilla. It's just it's a Valentine's Day holiday theme stage they just added in. It's not like they had modified one of the stages from 5. It's a completely new stage concept, and Valentine's Day isn't a new concept, but you know what I mean. Anyway, I love this stage. This is an amazing stage. This is one of the best stages in fighting game history as far as I'm concerned. Look at this. I haven't even showed you quite all of that side of the stage. There's a big view, and there's these huge columns. I love Jinpachi's stance. I don't remember him standing quite that way. Oh, I can't. I'm so bad at sidestepping. I want to rotate the camera. Is this going to tell me how to sidestep? It's not, is it? I suck. I keep thinking it's like Virtua Fighter, just up, or down, but sometimes it's like you have to press once, or I don't know. Okay, well there you go. There you can see the massive view of the clouds. Some kind of vague landscape down there at the low horizon. But it's just a fantastic stage. Now the music, not memorable to me. And that's the case for most of Dark Resurrection. So I guess is that my final reason why I had wanted to just stick with Tekken 5 over Dark Resurrection, because the music in Tekken 5 is amazing. I don't usually even really remark upon, even to myself, the music in fighting games, one way or the other. But the music in 5 is just amazing. Amazing music. And in Dark Resurrection, they changed all the stages. So in Dark Resurrection, this is a nighttime stage. And it's actually got amazing... It's sort of on a reddish landscape at night. And you're in this same sort of enclosed rocky area. But it's at night, so it's all dark except for this red lighting that's hitting the landscape. And it's kind of a wasteland outside this area. Oh, there's a huge Buddha, glowing Buddha. I never really noticed the huge Buddha statue on top of the stairs there. I'm a chunk, so that's cool. I don't think you can even see up there in the original version of the stage, but in the original version there's green lighting. They're from these eerie torches set along the walls of this area. So it's this green lighting and this red lit landscape. It's amazing. And they, for some reason, decided that wasn't cool enough and made it this totally bright, daytime, blown out. It's just... I don't know, man.
Get ready for
that glowing boot on top of the steps is cool, but the lighting in here got rough.
Round one.
So that's in general, the lighting in these stages is not as good. Oh my gosh. That was weird. Now, wait, Raven is in 5 vanilla. That's right, okay, he is. Raven's cool. He doesn't seem very good as an AI character in this game. I think I found him to be a little better in Vanilla 5, actually, as an AI. Oh shoot. Okay, I could be wrong. He's doing some ground pound. Take some purple lightning, baby. Black lightning, purple lightning, whatever it is. Eldritch energies coursing through Raven's body. And then just some claws and some punches.
Round 3.
This stage is fairly similar to the vanilla version in the 5 vanilla version. That one takes place, it's more of an enclosed area. Just these big cement walls, but you still have these guys cheering all around and cars swinging. So this change isn't really that inspired. They just basically opened up the walls, so now you can kind of see a sunset. That's really about all they did. And the music, well, the music, I think in this stage in the original, the music is not totally amazing, and it's certainly not very memorable in this version. I like Jinpachi. Jinpachi's fun. He does remind me of Heihachi a little bit, but he's got these more sort of curving, swiping attacks. Heihachi's more of a straight ahead.
Get ready for the next
straight ahead dude. He's got an aura on him. An aura is an upgrade you can get. Oh, so one thing that's nice about, I think, about Dark Resurrection is that the upgrades you can get to just customize your character's look. I think I also like the look of this stage better in this version, actually. In 5 vanilla, this stage is very green-lit. It's got this eerie green lighting. Actually, it's not even eerie. It's kind of an even green lighting throughout the stage. And it's kind of boring. The whole place is very green. So I actually don't really like this stage in the new version, except for the James Bond music, which is a little more James Bondy than this music here.
Round 3. Fight.
But they did actually, the lighting in this version I like better. So this is one stage that they improved, in my view, aside maybe from the music. Well, almost definitely aside from the music. However, I'm on stage 8 right now. That is, I've played 8 stages, or I'm about to play 8 stages. Once you get, I think, to 9 stages, I forget what the condition is. So I got 7,000 gold for this fight. In Dark Resurrection, the most you generally get is something like 2,000 or 3,000.
Get ready for the next battle.
Oh, okay, yeah. Here is the original version of this stage. So that's convenient. So once you get to stage 9, and there's some, I think maybe you have to beat the game once or something, the arcade or the just the playthrough to the boss or something. I forget what the condition is. You can look it up on GameFAQs or something. Anyway, once you do that, you unlock the old stages, and you can just select them straight out in if you're playing 2-player, couch versus, or in practice mode, you can just pick the old stages from a selection menu. In Ghost Battle here, you have to wait for 9 stages, and once you get to the 9th stage, the old stages may show up. There's just a random chance an old stage instead of a new stage will show up. I think it's a 50-50 chance, more or less, but I'm not sure about that. So this is the old music. Notice how it's much more straight up jazzy, James Bond style riff. But you see what I mean about the lighting? It's just a lot more monotone and kind of harder to see, and maybe just a little less interesting. But in 5 Vanilla, there's the lighting effects or whatever effects are sort of coming out of these things on the floor. They're a little more noticeable, kind of a little cooler looking. Characters in the PS2 version, the vanilla, the 5 Vanilla version, also have a little more detailed, just sort of shading on them, sort of, 3D. Okay, so here's the original version of this stage, that bright Buddha statue one we were on, and I wish I could sidestep and revolve the camera. Okay, here we go. Stop it, Zolorian. I want to see what's up those stairs. Can you see the statue up there? I think you can. It just twists around, doesn't it? Yeah, it's just like a cave or something. Anyway, it's not a big glowing Buddha statue. But look at that moon. I mean, the red blasted landscape, the eerie smoke or low clouds curling, they're almost bluish black. And then the green torchlit lighting, it's amazing. And they pretty much straight up ruined this stage in the new version. And also the music.
You win.
I mean, this is such...
Round 3.
I mean, iconic's an overused term, but this is just great music. Instantly puts you in mind of it's like a spaghetti western set in the East almost. It just instantly gives you this feeling of this eerie Eastern setting where something's going down. I mean, look at the face of that statue, and this stage does benefit from the 1080p. You can really see so much of the detail. The lighting on the characters is not quite as vivid or as high contrast, but it still looks super good. This is the old version of this stage. The new version of this stage, which we'll probably see eventually if I keep playing long enough, is really boring. They just put it in, you're just in this kind of hallway. You can see satellites and stuff out through the windows out in space, but that's got nothing on this. It's just huge chamber. Now, one way The PS2 version does look better though, because that fog effect into the distance, it looks way better in the PS2 version. And my guess is that this is because this PS3 version seems to be based on the original Dark Resurrection, which came out on PSP. So it's almost like we're looking at PSP level environmental effects. Like they toned them down a little bit. The PSP was not as powerful as a PS2. It was kind of like a PlayStation 1.5. Now you can't see the moon over there. That's pretty cool. I haven't noticed that in the PS2 version. It's probably still there, but just the resolution helps you see more here. Maybe it's just a resolution that kind of gives you the effect of not quite getting the same fogging in the distance because it's still so sharp. That could be part of the lessened distance effect.
Round 1. Fight.
This is the original version of the Antarctica stage, which I prefer a lot over the new version. The new version is set at night, and it's got this cool sort of northern light stuff going on in the sky, but it's just not. It's just a little dark and brooding and depressing, even though you still got these penguins hopping around. And like, listen to this happy penguin music. It's amazing. You got little baby penguins once in a while. There's a little baby penguin right behind Paul. Look at that guy. It's ridiculous. So this is another amazing stage in the original, which is not as good in the new version they made for this game. Now, you could say, well, what are you crying about, dude? Because you're playing the old version of the stage, the version you like. It's right here. You're in Dark Resurrection. You're playing it. You're doing it. And that's an excellent point. The counter-argument, the only counter-argument I can make, and it's in high definition. Well, I can make two counter-arguments. One is that I think the environment effects are a little toned down. They aren't quite as impressive. I'm not sure off the top of my head. This stage, I don't know if it has a whole lot of environmental effects per se. So there may not be much to say about this stage in that regard.
Get ready for the next battle.
But mostly what I would just say is that, well, yeah, okay, so here's the new version of this stage. Wow, it's really conveniently arranged these for me in my arguments. So this is the new version of the stage. Cool northern lights effect in the sky. That is definitely cool. But overall, it's just not as happy and exciting as the old version.
Round 2.
The blue lighting, the bluish purple lighting on the ice here is pretty cool. Look at these penguins. They want to be happy. It's supposed to be daytime. This time of day, they'd be asleep. They look sluggish. I'm just saying. I don't see any baby penguins. It's a little depressing. Oh, there's a baby penguin. So, I mean, the penguins are behaving exactly the same, which is wrong. They should be sleeping. That's so anyway. But yeah, and the music is a little less inspired, just a little generic kind of ambient techno. I don't know. It's not bad. Not bad music, but it's just not as inspired, I don't think. So there you go. That's all I got. Everything's nice and sharp, though. This is the sharpest game I have on my PS3.
What do you want? Round 1. Fight.
Yeah, I was just thinking, because Virtua Fighter 5 you can get to run in 1080p, but it's actually just internally upscaled from 720, so it's not as sharp. And there's something about this sort of simplified surface effects and texture and lighting of this rendition of the game that makes the 1080p resolution look that much sharper and cleaner, just because there's less going on in the textures and on the surfaces. So you've got these kind of clean polygons at a high resolution, which is kind of a cool look. And if I think about it, especially when I'm not playing, I start to feel a little depressed, because it does start to feel a little like I can't say quite a Dreamcast game in terms of that very sort of bare look you can sometimes get in Dreamcast games that just didn't have that much texture or lighting detail going on. But it doesn't feel like a PS3 game, you know?
You win. Get ready for the next battle.
You can kind of tell that it's upscaled, essentially from a lesser hardware platform, in this case the PSP. I like these colors, and I like this outfit for dollar sign Jack here. Although actually, the Jack 5s in Tekken 5, oh, it does say Jack 5 on the slide there. The Jack 5s in Tekken 5 look amazing. Like, there's something about the colors of the AI Jacks you fight in 5, and there is a Ghost Battle mode in 5. It's just not called Ghost Battle, it's called Arcade Battle, which makes no sense because the description on the main menu of it even says something like play the arcade mode of Tekken 5, but it's not. It's this endless Ghost Battle thing. So what happened there, I don't know. I didn't. That was why I didn't get Tekken 5 at first, because I didn't think it had a Ghost Battle mode, and that was the mode I really wanted to play. And I eventually just sort of happened to spot it on a YouTube video or something, that somebody was playing this mode that sure looked like Ghost Battle, but what the heck? It was in vanilla Tekken, and it was not called Ghost Battle, it was called Arcade Battle. Oh, weird camera switch. So this is Lee in his violet costume from Tekken 4. That's pretty sweet. Or at least a costume inspired by the colors that Violet wore. It doesn't have Violet's kind of violet hair color. Oh, jeez. So Heihachi's awesome. I'm glad I came back to check out Heihachi again, because I didn't really play him a whole lot when I was first looking at this game. Let's see what his throws do. Noogie, yes! An black electric noogie. That's how about right throw. Hey, hey! Hey, did he get out of that? Come on. There we go. Wow! Okay, his throws are awesome too. Wow, he just does this little vortex and leaps upward. Yeah, Heihachi's the man. I could show you his demon costumes. So it is, in a way, it's a little bit of a bummer that you can't customize this costume. Oh my gosh, the punches. He's wearing like 20 pounds of jewelry on his arms, so think just how much harder he hits even with those big, giant honkers of arms he's got. Can I say honkers of arms? That doesn't sound right. This is the new version of this stage. No, wait. What am I thinking? Okay, I'm confused. No, this is the old version of the stage. What version of that? What were we just on? The waterfall stage? And that was during... So these have all been new versions. Mostly been the old versions of the stages. The daytime waterfall is the old version. The daytime club is the old version. Most of the stages in 5 vanilla were daytime stages. That grassy field we were in a couple stages back, that's the new version. The old version was one of the few nighttime stages. And there's this big moon. You were in this field of kind of tufts of kind of like wheat, but not quite wheat, kind of wispy plant things that just brushing up on your knees and ankles. It was really cool. So the new version again kind of has that bright, bare, sort of spare feeling of this port in general, which it's okay, but it's not quite as inspired as the original design for that stage. Which maybe we'll see if we're lucky. The new version of this stage is at night again. So they took daytime stages and made them night, and took night stages and made them day. This is again the old version of this stage. It's also one of my favorite fighting game stages of all time, I think. And I've only seen it, I only found out about it quite recently, but it's amazing concept for this stage. It doesn't quite, you don't quite get the feeling of distance and scale here because it's so sharp far in the distance. The fog isn't quite as effective, and maybe the high resolution is not what it was designed for, because in the lower resolution, oh wow, PS2 original version, maybe it's just a lot of it is the pixelization, but it really does have more of a distance effect as you look down this massive chamber. It's a very subtle distance effect. It could have been stronger, you would think, but maybe they just didn't have a way to do that. And it's all kind of faked size and detail anyway, of course. But it looks good. It looks pretty good here, even. Oh. Just conceptually, it's super cool. Of course, it's from an old NASA concept. NASA did a bunch of... Although NASA probably got it from science fiction or somewhere, right? It'd be interesting to look that up. Where this idea of a giant revolving inner...
Get ready for the next battle.
Sort of landscape came from. But I have seen probably on Tumblr, NASA concept art for space stations or something that they wanted people to think that maybe they were going to make one day. When was that from? It might have somewhere between 50s and 70s. I'm not sure.
You win. Round 2. Fight.
Whoa. Now here's Eddie Gordo. Eddie finally becomes his own. He gets his own character slot back in Dark Resurrection, which is good to see. After they just dropped him from Tekken 4 in favor of their new version of him in Christie, he basically just took his moveset and completely replaced him. He does show up in her story in Tekken 4, but he's not playable.
Round 3.
And he again shows up in her story in Vanilla 5. Jeez. But he doesn't have his own slot on the character select screen. In fact, the only way you can play him, you might not even notice he's available in 5 Vanilla at all, but he actually does show up as an expensive extra costume that you have to buy for Christie. So if you spend 500,000 gold, you can, and then use a certain button when selecting Christie from the character select menu, you finally get to play as Eddie Gordo. But he's basically just a costume for Christie that you have to pay for. You have to pay a lot of money for. And he still, you know, has the exact same moves as Christie. But here, I'm not sure. I tend to think their move lists are still the same in this, but I'm not sure. I think Eddie's a cool character. It's hard to not play Christie, I guess. And then you think, well, what's my excuse for playing Eddie? I want to play Eddie, but I mean, there's Christie, and she's just much more fun to dress up. What can you say? It's not really a fair fight. Now, Peck here, that's B-A-E-E-K as it's rendered in English letters, but I guess in Korean it's pronounced something more like Peck. He looks pretty good here. I don't really like how he looks in 5 Vanilla. Maybe it's just a resolution, but he looks kind of blocky and not that impressive. He doesn't even look that good in 6. Here he is again. Maybe it's just a resolution, but it's definitely helping his look somehow. He looks a little better here. He has some kind of aura on. I guess that's helping. Just add a little noise and mystery for the... He looks pretty good here. I have not been able to do well with Peck. I tried him a bunch in 5 and just kind of sucked. And then I tried him in 6 because 6 in general sort of loosened things up, makes the characters easier to control, kind of smoothed out some of the rough spots. Certainly a lot of rough spots in 5. That's one argument for playing Dark Resolution. There's a lot of just mechanical weirdnesses about some of the characters in 5. Steve has infinites, and
You win. Round 3.
there's actually a huge bug with Steve that I can't play him in 5. It's not the infinites that bother me, it's that if I do is just down forward, right punch, uppercut, then you can immediately do a follow-up punch just with no delay. It's a bug. You shouldn't be able to attack again immediately. There should be some frame delay, but in 5 Vanilla there's no frame delay. And I found out
Get ready for the next
via that bug that I'm double tapping, at least on when I do that down forward right punch uppercut, I'm double tapping most of the time. So I double tap, I just double tap there. But since there's no built-in delay, the second tap, the uppercut for Steve triggers on the first tap, then the second tap registers in this weird no delay bug situation after his uppercut, and it comes out as a second right punch, so which blows my, and then there's recovery time on that punch, so then I can't juggle anybody who I may have launched with my uppercut because I flailed out with this weird stupid double tap insta punch that didn't hit anybody if I juggled them because it just flails out under them as they're flying up in the air. So it's ridiculous. So I've been playing Steve only in 6 because in 5 for me he's just,
Round 3.
for me and my stupid double tap habit, he's just really near unplayable. DGB. I like, is that just back? No, what is that? It's some kind of back left punch, but man, I'm just crushing. See, this is where I should be kicking it up to a, oh my, that slap just like ragdolled him.
You win. Get ready for the next
So,
battle.
unfortunately, because Jinpachi is awesome, because Crew Cut Paul is awesome, here's the new version of the stage. They changed it from day to night, as they did with so many of the stages. I do sort of like this music, but it's not quite amazing. It's just pleasant. Kind of ambient noise-ish. Pleasant little riff. Little mild vocal. Ow!
You win. Round 2. Fight.
Hey! Holy smokes, what just happened? Oh my gosh. Paul is just such a strong character, it's ridiculous. Ghoul
Round 3.
quadruple zero. Oh, that was sweet. I haven't really been experimenting much with Jinpachi's moves because he's just so good with just the obvious few punches and kicks. Easy there, buddy. Uh-oh, I took it too easy on him and tried something stupid. Now he's going to do a huge combo. Okay, didn't quite blow it.
You win. Round 4.
I do like the piano going on here. Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh. Oh no, I couldn't even roll to the side. Another mauling.
You final round. Fight.
Oh my gosh. Forward, right punch. Oh, that was too slow. There's no messing around against this guy. I don't know why I'm trying to mess around. Oh, no. No, he beat me. So here's the annoying part. But that happens in all the Ghost Battle versions, 5, Dark Resurrection, and 6. All you can do here is continue against the same guy, and you have to go back to character select to continue, which is stupid.
Well,
I mean, I guess it'd be nice if there was an option. Anyway, but anyway, I can try a different costume. So I did triangle. Let me try square. I think that might pull up a different costume, even though for characters who have only the usual 2 costumes, it wouldn't. So we'll try square. Still not customizable. So it might be the same costume.
Get ready for the next battle.
But I don't think his other costumes are customizable either.
Round 1.
Oh, yeah, see? Now, this is not how he looks as a boss in 5 Vanilla. So I'm not sure where this came from. Maybe this is how he looks as a boss in the PSP version? The PSP version of Dark Resurrection has more modes, as far as I have seen from screenshots or video, which I have not looked at extensively. But I think it's got at least all the modes that 5 Vanilla has. You know, just like like a story battle mode, and then the arcade battle, aka Ghost Battle, then the team battle, which is sadly missing from this version. This version, of course, also does not have story battle. So that was another reason I wanted the Vanilla 5, because it had team battle, and I actually thought that was how I would be doing a lot of my playing, but then I finally tried team battle, and in 5, some about it just didn't work for me, which is weird, because I really enjoyed it in Tekken 4 and Tekken Tag Tournament HD. And this costume is doing really weird lighting stuff on Paul. Gosh, he does that to me so often. Oh yeah, take that. Okay, that was a poor juggle. Oh, I'm dead. No, I'm not dead. No, I'm dead. I keep messing around against Paul, and I don't know why I have this urge to do that. Just finish him off. Just use the same move over and over if you have to. Now, Jinpachi actually has a move like Paul just did, where he shot back and then forward, but I don't know how I've done it twice. I was actually kind of hoping I would lose there because I don't like this costume and I wanted to
Get ready for the next battle.
to get knocked back to character select again.
Round 1. Fight.
I mean, it's cool looking. Oh, I mean, I look like I'm a volcano or something, which is awesome, but it's a little distracting when you're trying to fight. And it looks like a little much. Like, it makes it look like this is not a fair fight at all. Like, these guys should just be dying if they try to stand near me from just the heat radiating out of me.
You win. Round 2. Fight.
I'm gonna have to pause this right here because I have an alarm going off in my apartment. Hang on a second. It's just my stupid wake-up thing. Oh man, it stopped playing the music. Dang it. This is so unprofessional. All right, this will take like 10 seconds, so just hang on for 10 seconds. Okay, that was maybe a little more than 10 seconds because I'm not actually sitting down yet. Hang on. Oh, okay, I'm sort of back. I never remember that. This is when I stay up too late on Friday nights. Kind of cool colors going on here, though. Oh, I forgot. This is the new version of this stage. Again, changed from a daytime, actually a late afternoon sort of sunset situation. Almost sunset situation to a nighttime. I think they added that big bowling neon sign and the one on the left as well. I don't think those are there in the original. In the original, it's this cool sort of near sundown scene, and the sunlight is sort of reflecting off the buildings back there, the big skyscrapers. They're just lit up brilliantly. And if the camera pans around to the other direction, then you're sort of looking into the almost setting sun, and it's this big sort of streaming light effect, which is cool. Maybe a little too strong sometimes. But anyway, so this version of the stage is not bad. It's kind of interesting. The buildings look nice and sharp in 1080p. That glass building right back there is cool looking. But it's just not quite as amazing as the late afternoon sunlight version. Although it does look good. This guy looks good at nighttime. This magma creature, Jinpachi.
Get ready for the next battle.
That horn comes from. I don't think he's got that horn in his original demonic boss version in Vanilla 5. Look at what he's doing to the lighting on Kazuya here. Where's that move? Something about back left punch, but maybe you have to, oh yeah, you have to do forward back. Back. Circle back. I don't know, something. So it's interesting. It's been giving me over and over the new version of this stage, or the old version, not the new version, which is good because the new version is really boring. Game over. What's this guy's name? Now, I'm not sure if in Vanilla 5, according to a fact that you can find on GameFAQs, there's one version, one ghost character for each of the different game characters per rank. So there's one 4th Q rank Kazuya, for instance. That's in Vanilla Pot. I don't know if that's the same here or not. Is the game over here? Is this the only 4th Q Kazuya, or are there more? I tend to think probably just one, because if you multiply it out, that's actually, by the time this game added some characters, so it's something like 1,000 ghosts they had to make just for one per character per rank. That still comes out, because it's something like 50 characters and 26 ranks or something. So whatever, I don't know. You do the math. Anyway, hammer shark. Get spanked. This is too good. Now this version of this stage. Wait a second. Okay, this is a new version. It's not. This magma look is definitely not in 5. I was confused because it's actually so different looking with this red lighting and all the gaseous stuff going on. So maybe that is what the boss stage... Actually, wait, because you do fight the boss if you do the arcade battle, or whatever it's called, the mode in this version. But I forget if the Jinpachi I fought there was a magma creature or not. But this definitely looks like his stage. It's my stage. I can't lose. Can't lose to Hammer Shark. Even though Bruce is a super strong character. Okay. Magma beats human flesh. The age-old battle. Uh-oh. The AI seems to be better at long combos in this version. Maybe I'm just imagining that, but... Wow. See, and I've only been getting 3,000, so maybe it's because my rank... I think it's because my rank has gone up. So I'm now fighting guys below my rank, which is... actually kind of weird. Like, it's not really scaling up based on my rank, which... Okay, so this is the original version of this stage, which in the new version is the green, grassy, daytime field. This is the old version, which is at night, and you see these fluffy, feathery things, which are pretty cool looking. Big moon. The ruins are closer up. And the music is much more intense. Well, that was close. I love the weird colors of the animals you get in Ghost Battle. I don't really like the animals, but I do kind of like the weird noises they make and the weird colors. I mean, this is like a nuclear blue Roger Jr. I do love that his mother gets a bonnet and a bow. His mother does not get enough credit. It's really her who's doing the fighting. But she fights under the name of her son. Maybe she's just doing that because she loves her son, I guess.
You win. Round 3. Fight.
Whoa. Oh, shoot. I can't stop fighting as Jinpachi. He's pretty addictive. I don't want to fight as a magma creature, but I can't. Okay, I'm gonna quit. Here goes.
You win.
Okay. And every time you quit out and restart, and that's kind of why it's so annoying that, for instance, there's that it won't change the difficulty effectively until you quit and restart. Every time you do that, it restarts the count of having to do 9 battles before it'll start to randomly give you the old versions of the stages. And every time you have to quit out to tweak your costume, and again, then you have to wait 9 battles before it'll start putting in the old stages. So that was the square button. Square button gave me magma creature. Let's do circle button.
Get ready for the next battle.
So this should definitely be a different costume. Yeah, this is just his boss costume. Oh wow, he gets she gives him a text intro? Is that normal? Is it because she's sort of related to the family? Because she's a Kazama, and I forget how that's related. Related through Jin's mom, right? I don't remember.
You win.
Whole family thing. Whatever. It's fine. I do actually like Jinpachi as a character, just this super buff grandfather whose son locked him under the castle or whatever. And then he finally gets out and he's not too happy about it. Daddy Ash. Alright, so I just want to... let's quit. I want to see the last... I want to try the last select button, which is X for Jinpachi. I'm pretty sure it'll give this same costume.
Welcome to the kingdom.
So, X button.
Get ready for the next battle.
Freeze. And we haven't been able to customize any of these costumes. This stage, I don't...
Round 1.
I don't think there's any equivalent of it in... I like how he's green to my purpley red. But see, I don't recognize a lot of these characters from Ghost Battle in 5, so... I don't know if they just changed a lot of the names and customizations, or... Well, actually... is Armor King isn't... Is he even in 5? So that would explain why I don't recognize that. I don't think Armor King is in 5. I think it's just King yet. Wait, maybe I'm thinking 4. Maybe I forget. I don't think he's in 5. But yeah, no equivalent of this stage in Vanilla 5. It's kind of interesting that they added it. It makes me think of Frank Herbert's Dune novels and the movies based on them. I wonder what the idea here was. I can't fight. I really can't fight from the right-hand side in Tekken. It's strange. I'm such a chump. Oh. Wow, look at that dust that's just shooting across the stage. It's kind of a cool stage, but it feels a little too science fiction-y to me. Like, I don't know.
Get ready for the next battle.
Yeah, it always makes me think of Dune, and I feel like I'm not in Tekken anymore a little bit when I play that stage. Bismarck. Bismarck with an extra letter, the C. Now here's actually a natural colored Roger, Mother, Mama Roger,
You win.
Roger Mom.
Round 2. Fight.
So yeah, I don't know what to do. Now I've got these 3 Tekken games, 5 Dark Resurrection, and 6 that all kind of overlap to a certain extent, and especially I was hoping I could at least reduce it to 5 and 6, which overlap each other a little less, even though it's still the same base character models, and most of the cast are pretty similar. But customizations are completely different in 6.
You win. Round 3.
Whereas in Dark Resurrection here, it's sort of the same customization system that 5 has, just with more stuff added. So for instance, they gave Paul the crew cut. He doesn't have that in 5 vanilla. In fact, why did I let her do that? In 5 vanilla, the characters, for the most part, don't really have many customization options at all. They'll have like 3 things they can put on their body and 3 things they can put on their head or their face. There are 2 nice things. Well, no, wait, I have that wrong. There's one nice thing about 5's customization, which is that it's got its own customized mode.
Get ready for the next battle.
And you can see the characters. Now they do this weird, bizarre design choice where, oh yeah, the football costume. They Marlboro. Is that like Marlboro? This is the new version of this stage, which again changes it from nice sunny day to night, and I don't really like it. 5 vanilla does have its own customized mode. You can kind of see the items as you're looking at them, looking through the menus for the choices to buy. Except that they do this weird thing where the overlay that shows the name it's transparent or semi-transparent, but it's usually right over the item on your character model that you're wondering if you're going to buy. So it kind of halfway obscures it. It's just really bizarre the way they laid that out. But in Dark Resurrection, all you have is a text overlay, as I'll try to show you once I'm done with my Jinpachi obsessive button mashing. It's just so fun. Look at that, oh my gosh. That was some Tekken 4 style wall juggling. Okay, I'm gonna fight Fang and then I should quit. I didn't say I will quit because that's a cool costume. I like that color choice. As I said near the beginning, stuff in 5, talking about customization, the customizations in 5 cost a lot of money. It's like 10 times as much in effect, I think, in terms of how much they cost combined with how much you make per fight. Stuff has to cost at least 10 times as much in 5 vanilla as it does here. So, I mean, in a way, I suppose they did that because there aren't that many items per character in 5. But if you add them up and still how many characters there are, it's still a ton of grinding in 5 if you want to get even a tiny amount of the items. Whereas in Dark Resurrection here, Dark Resurrection is the most affordable out of 5 Dark Resurrection and 6. You earn money, I think, faster in this one in terms of just the numbers of the monies, and then stuff costs a lot less.
Get ready for the next battle.
Except that in 6, colors are free. That's nice. I love Wang's voice. Is it Wang? Is that his name? Gosh. This is the new version of this stage. It kind of blows. The original version in 5 vanilla, the whole place is on fire. you're in this burning, what's the word I'm looking for? Well, castle or mansion or whatever. It's, you know, there's just flames all around you, burning timbers have fallen down around you. It's at night. Again, one of the few night stages in 5, but it's all lit up from the flames. It's super cool. And for some reason they thought, no, the fire's too intense. We're just going to make it this cloudy day, no fire. The fallen tree's still there. No clue why it has fallen since it's not on fire, but there it is. So that's weird.
Round 3. Fight.
Yeah, strange redesign choices for these stages. I guess they were just trying to think, what can we do with this stage? Well, what if we take out the fire? That'll look a lot different. Okay. And then change the time of day, of course, because that's what they did with almost all of the changes. Okay, I'm exiting. So Jinpachi's awesome. Gonna have to keep this around so I can play my Jinpachi once in a while. It's kind of nice, I suppose, that you don't have to worry about customizing him. You do have to pay for colors if you want to change the base colors on characters in this game for the costumes that are customizable.
Welcome to the kingdom of Iron Fist.
And the trouble with that is that you can't see the changes as you're experimenting, as you're flipping through the options. So, for me at least, not knowing much about these characters and the options, it becomes this huge guessing game as to what colors will actually do what on what parts of the character. And I wanted to look at this because I was thinking, for instance, I just played a bunch of Hwoarang in 5, and he's pretty fun in 5, so I was thinking, well, I'll play him in 5, but he doesn't have that many customization items in 5, and certainly not interesting looking ones. Is that Nina? Oh, weird. So I just wanted to see what customization options he might have. The trouble is... Hwoarang. I gotta remember, I pronounced his name wrong. So you go to item shop and equip. Now, I can't tell what the costume I picked looks like. I think it's his Taekwondo, just, you know, standard gi outfit, martial art outfit. But I'm not sure. And then I can't see what these items I'm shopping look like. All I have is the name to go by. So Unkempt Hair, I don't know. It's you know, are you gonna spend $150,000 to see what that ends up looking like? Oh, that's so silly. I think I read that this was one of the largest downloadable games at the time it came out, and I think that was fairly early in the PS3's lifespan. That couldn't have been that early. Anyway, it's a little over 500 megabytes. I mean, when the Xbox Live Store first came out, I think games would like knock over 50 megabytes or something, didn't they? Anyway, but so maybe it was partly that was why they didn't want to have like icons for items or something. But and I think it's possible the PSP version has a separate customized mode like the original PS2 version does, and I guess they didn't want to have a customized mode in this one for some reason. So he's definitely got more items than he does in 5 Vanilla. Like Wild Blonde Hair sounds cool. I don't remember what it looks like. I don't think he had like 2 sunglasses in... These don't sound particularly cool. These all sound kind of silly. But see, here's the big problem, is the colors. I mean, so there's 3 colors. Who the heck knows what these are doing? I mean, you know it's changing something to white. But what? I don't know. Usually it's like shirt, pants, accessories, sort of, or something like that. But I don't know. So for me, it becomes a lot of just trial and error if I want to customize the colors. Oh, can I push? Oh, see, and you can't get out of this, so I'm still stuck playing Hwoarang now, which I didn't really want to do.
Get ready for the next battle.
So since we restarted, it's only going to give us the new version of stages for 9 consecutive or 8 consecutive battles, and then it'll have a random chance of giving us a new stage. Now Hwoarang feels, at least at first blush here, a lot like he plays in 5 vanilla. And I don't have a particular problem with him in 5 vanilla, unlike certain characters. Nice uppercut.
Round 2.
But I didn't really want to. I just wanted to look at his customization options, which actually, like in, does he have his open? Does he have his gi shirt open in 5 vanilla? I don't remember. Oh, oh, okay. Dang it, I'm going to have to do this again. So that was his, I think I selected him with triangle. When I was playing him in 5 Ghost Battle, in 5 Vanilla, I was, Arcade Battle, actually, what's this called? I was using his other costume, his sort of motorcycle, the one you see there. So if 5 selected as gi, then I need to hit X or circle probably. So I hit X. What I'm shot now, what do we have? My hairstyle. Yeah, I have the bike mask in 5. Yeah, these are different options with his different costume. Metal gloves sounds cool, but I have no idea. I don't think those are in 5. Do they actually look cool? Don't know. Don't know until you spend the money on them. Oh, a denim jacket. I don't think that's in 5.
Get ready for the next battle.
Oh. Oh, that's funny. They changed his portrait art to white, but here he's just the default bear color. Ow. Or naturalistic bear color. You know, Hwoarang, he's got this weird square, very square, straight build that's unnatural looking. Oh, I changed his hair to white. Or no, was that custom hairdo I bought? I guess that's what it was. Man, I always get mauled by Kuma. Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, they're definitely more aggressive in terms of these sort of ground attacks, combos than in 5. This weird square skeleton of Hwoarang's is much more noticeable in the higher resolution. We don't have pixelization to hide it so much. Because when everything's pixelized as squares, it's not so noticeable that his legs and shoulders are weirdly square.
You lose. Round 3. Fight.
Yeah, it takes me forever to settle on colors and customizing colors in this game, because I have to pick a color or colors from the pop-up text list in character select, and then buy them and equip them, and then come in and see what they actually look like in a fight and try to remember what color names I picked and guess at which things they actually affected. That was sweet. Oh, I don't know if he does that exactly in 5 vanilla. Oh, this is the old version of, or the new version of this stage. See how you're just in this sort of hallway with these machines. Super boring compared to the view of, to being in that massive chamber with massive Pac-Man scrolling by and all this other stuff. Pretty generic music too. Alright, that's fine. I don't remember if there's anybody else aside from Paul that I want to look at. There's Dragonov, who I was playing a little of in 6. But I won't really be able to see. He's not in 5. He first appeared in this game. Or is it Dragonov? It was Dragonov. I won't really be able to see his upgrades. I would just have to go by the names. I forget if I liked... Characters, generally speaking, have way more customizations they can get in Tekken 6. And it's a totally different sort of system and arrangement of how the items work and how you customize them. In general, it's just way more expansive for each character than it is here. So I guess in terms of customization, I would probably be more interested in playing him in 6. I think that's the way. For instance, I didn't think I liked Nina a whole lot. I don't like her costumes. I think she might have one more costume in Dark Resurrection than she has in 5, but I'm not sure. And I don't remember it blowing me away if I did find it. But in 6, she has whole closets full of amazing looking clothing options, at least as far as I can tell from the little icons they appear as, because stuff in 6 is super expensive and I can't afford hardly any of it. And unless you can afford it, you can't preview it as a 3D model on your character in the customized mode. So you're looking at these kind of ugly little icons of it. But from the looks of it, she's got way more cool costume colors there, and it suddenly makes the character way more interesting to me to actually think about playing. Which, I guess that's shallow of me, but that's how I feel. For instance, that's part of the problem I have with Peck. He's got boring costumes, unfortunately. But I also have trouble fighting with him. I just stink. I mean, way more than I usually do. Heihachi has cool, you can give him tiger striped color. In the color customization options, there's just one of the colors is tiger stripes, and I was like, oh my gosh. And it's pretty amazing. So I think I definitely want to play Heihachi in 6, because pretty sure he ain't got tiger stripes in this. Might. I don't think so, though. Probably about all I need to... Heihachi's probably about all I need to see. I don't think Steve has that hair trigger uppercut follow-up problem here in Dark Resurrection, because I did play a little of them, and I don't remember running into that. I guess Steve has a ton of cool, especially hair customization options in 6. In 6, there's this whole sort of generic, very weirdly detailed hair customization you can do, and it's kind of similar to what they had, not quite as extensive as what they had in Tekken Tag Tournament 2 and then in 7, but you can basically just build a hairstyle area by area, like the bangs, left and right bangs, or left and right sides, or something, front, back, base. It's crazy. But those are sort of generic, although I haven't even had enough money to build one out. So most characters have a ton of these sort of generic build your own hairstyle things they can do, so they don't necessarily have just single custom hairpiece, you know, a full hairdo they can buy as an item and equip by itself. But Steve does, and he's got a bunch of cool looking haircuts you can just give him. He's got cornrows, got all kinds of stuff, so I guess I'm a little interested in seeing what he has here. Triangle item shop. Of course you don't see it though. So we've got 2 hairdos already. 3. So that's something. It's probably not as cool as what he's got in 6. And I don't want to spend the money on them, so I guess I'm not going to really get anywhere here. Gold medal. So this must be his boxing. I picked with triangle. Boxing outfit.
Get ready for the next battle.
Well, I can at least try his uppercut while I'm here.
Round 1.
Or the hair trigger part. So if I... Oh, he still does it. See? Oh my gosh, I thought they'd fixed it. Yeah. It's just weird. He also looks kind of weird. Doing just his model looks weird. Alright, so that's bad. So yeah, definitely playing Steve in 6. Alright, well, enough horsing around. Let's play my pretty crew cut Paul. So I have to pick him with... See how he just looks like this weird, freakish, clownish thug in his, his standard Tekken look. But, so I picked his battle costume with triangle. That's his gi. And it's white by default, as it shows in that portrait. So... Wait, did I do this wrong? Maybe I picked the wrong... Oh no, so that's not equipped. Green, the colors here are just goofy. Green makes me feel like it's equipped, but that's just that I have it. Get a rubber duck on his head. The long hair, you can do something funny with, but it's pretty ridiculous. I don't know what twist is. So crew cut is equipped. Oh, no, dog is the thing. So dog, he just has this dog who is sort of standing on its hind legs, straddling his giant rising hairdo, and sort of resting its forepaws and chin on top. It's pretty ridiculous. So you're just fighting with this massive vertical hairdo and this dog on the hairdo. It's weird. And then there's another weird one, which I actually did buy. So I do have, he's got an eye patch. I'm wearing my eye patch. A lot of these don't sound that interesting. I'm not even sure what manly patch is exactly. I just bought it because I wanted to be manly. I did buy alien because I had to see, oh man, this keeps re-equipping itself. I could swear I unequipped that. Am I going to have to replace it with a ray gun? I don't want a ray gun either. I just want nothing. I don't want any of this stuff. Do that. Is that doing it? No. How about unequip? No, now it's oh no, it wasn't. The green throws me. Okay, now it's not equipped. I think. So the alien is just this weird, typical Area 52 what do you call those classic style aliens? Just a big almond-eyed, smooth, semi-cone-headed, little green man essentially, and he's clinging to your leg like a weird dog, or the dog you can put on his head, or like a small child who wants you to sort of carry them on your leg as you stump along. But it's an alien, and you're fighting with this thing on your leg. It's just bizarre. I'm not going to do it because it's too silly. So his default key color is white. You can pick a white color. So this must be his... I guess this is his jacket. I'll show you the white because the white actually looks pretty good. Dark cyan. It's got a lot of extra colors. Lawn green. Midnight blue. Black. I hadn't thought I was going to change his color. And these are probably pants or belt, maybe? Yeah, same color. So it must be some other standard part of his martial art outfit. Then what is this, though? This could be the symbol on the back of his jacket. Or maybe it's his gloves or something, or he's got foot protectors or something. I'm going to leave that be for now. Because I think the white, his default white goes well with his clean cut crew cut.
Get ready for the next battle.
See how good that looks? You can give him the generic base haircut in 6. Kind of looks like this. I forgot that this crew cut actually, when you see it close up in his little intro animation there actually isn't much detail to it. So it looked a little weirdly smooth and just sort of rock-like up close, but at this distance, it looks like you would expect a crew cut to look. Dang.
You lose round 2. Fight.
But, I mean, I just think he looks super good. So that third color probably is for his... Actually, I suppose the second or third color is for his belt. And then the other one is for his gloves and foot things. I just think that it's just so... He looks so different when he doesn't have that ridiculous, towering, super moosed up, whatever hairdo he has. Oh man, I'm getting close. Oh no.
You round 3. Fight.
I do kind of like the vocals in this new version of the stage. Man, I'm getting rocked. How is this happening? Well, this is looking like a do-over. I guess I could use this as an opportunity to try some coloring. Oh, I blew it.
You lose.
Purple dragon. Alright, well fine, I'll do some colors.
Welcome to the King of Iron Paw Phoenix.
So, if this is the jacket, and maybe the pants, but this is probably the pants, so maybe there's something you can't color. I don't know. Does this have that weird green? Lawn green, yeah. I kind of want to see what lawn green looks like. That's such a weird description. I would probably... Normally I would just go with black. Dark khaki could be interesting. What if we give him lawn green here? So dark khaki here. It's gonna be weird. And then yellow. It's gonna be pretty grotesque, I think. Lawn green, dark khaki, yellow. See what that gives us.
Get ready for the next battle. Round 1. Fight.
Yeah, so it was shirt, pants, and then you can't color his belt, so that's kind of a drawback. I guess he's supposed to be just a black belt or something. Ugh. Dragunov uses, what's the fighting style? Sambo. Russian Sambo. Just, they kind of took moves from every martial art that they thought were brutal and effective. Combined them together. Military fighting style. So yeah, yellow was just his footwear and gloves. That's the third color. Maybe also the emblem on his back. I'm messing around against this guy, and he was nasty. Just hit him, stupid. Hit him with the uppercut. Juggle him. Ah, no, he's doing it to me. Gosh. This long green is pretty fun.
You win round 4.
I don't think I would stick with it long term. You like a golf or a tennis ball or something. Man, that weird zipping sound he made as he tried to scoot in on me.
Get ready for
Yeah,
the
this
next
haircut
battle.
definitely does not hold up at close range, but at normal fighting distance it looks good. I think it makes him look awesome. I do kind of like the hobo hair form that I think was introduced in 4. Because in 4, that's part of his story, not to spoil anything. Well, he got depressed and he became a hobo. We'll give him this long hobo hair that's hanging down around his head. Oh my gosh.
You lose.
This silver aura Lily Casper like a ghost. Oh, what's with that jump kick? Aye. Oh man. They kind of made Lily this combo monster, and her AI is just doing it.
You win round 3.
I kind of do like these weird colors for Paul. I was wondering if you could have like a pink V you could give him, but then I thought, I don't really want to do that. That's a little overdone anyway. Oh, that's that move. Down, forward. Right. Yeah, anyway, it's something else. Oh, yeah, you have to be crouching. Oh.
You round 4. Fight.
Yeah. Doing really bad as Paul. I'm kind of spoiled by Jinpachi. I don't know if Jinpachi's considered a little overpowered. Again, well, okay, so do I want to try any different colors?
You lose.
Whoa.
Continue.
I mean, if I was being quote-unquote serious about this, I would generally go with black. Again, though, I think that the clean-cut, crew-cut Paul looks better in white, probably. Blue could be interesting. I guess yellow could be kind of interesting. Dark cyan. Gotta say, the lawn green is kind of fun. Well, so let me do what I would do if I was doing a normal character. Trying to look like a tough dude. I would do black. Of course, his other costume, does he only have one other costume? Is, or it should be the sort of road warrior leather biker outfit, but there's something about that outfit that I'm not that keen on. So over the top, I guess. So these are the pants. Same options, more or less. And this would be the footwear and the gloves. Oh, there are dark khaki ones. That could be interesting, sort of a natural look. Let's see what black looks like for now, anyway.
Get ready for the next battle.
You surely don't believe you can beat me.
Round one.
Who are you calling Shirley?
Fight.
Oh, man. I mean, black is, you know, it's hard to go wrong with black. If we're going with clean cut Paulo, I think I kind of like him in white. Or that weird lawn green. Black's good. He looks good.
Round two. Fight.
Yep. Do other people obsess this much about costume colors in this game? Is it just me? It's definitely nice to have a graphical customization mode like in 5 where you can actually see the colors as you look through the options.
You win.
You can see them on your model. You can't.
Round three.
You can kind of do that in 6, but actually it's much less convenient because you're looking at weirdly colored icons. They get weirdly grayed out when they're selected, so that doesn't help for the colors. And then you have to load them up for each one you want to select to see on your models. Pain. Better than not being able to see them at all. So black's fine.
Gotcha!
I want to fight Marduk.
Get ready for the next battle.
Get your cameras ready, folks. This ain't gonna last long.
Round one. Fight.
Those 3 rank options, the lowest one is the generally the easiest rank, the middle one is the middle rank, and the top one is the toughest rank of generally of the opponents you fight. I'm not sure if there's ever exceptions to that. Sometimes they match. I'm not sure if you ever have, say, a middle one that's higher than the lower one or lower than the upper one. So that kind of lets you do a little fine-tuning within the difficulty level you've chosen. But in Dark Resurrection, it seems to me that the spread between the ranks that it offers you is a little too wide. Marduk. I kind of remember that name. Like, why do you need a spread this wide when you have, like, 6 different difficulty levels you could be picking from that should, in theory, cover most of the rank spread themselves? Then you would kind of want to fine-tune it more with the 3 vertical opponents selection. Anyway, I don't know. Well, I'm kind of murdering this Marduk. He isn't doing a whole lot. a weird white spot on top of my crew cut. Now it's gone. What the heck was that? Oh, it's some kind of like highlight. Yeah, it is. It's a glossy highlight. That's not so great. He shouldn't have a glossy highlight on his crew cut.
Fight.
Oh, sweet. Up. What was it? Oh no. Oh no. I wanted to do my stupid crouching punchy punch. He's not letting me. He's murdering me. I didn't even do it right. I wonder what that sort of jerk backward motion he does, whatever that is supposed to do. It's kind of like, gives me bad memories of Leon in Virtua Fighter. This stage I don't think has an equivalent in vanilla. There's no foresty stage in vanilla Tekken 5. Don't like this music a whole lot. Not really my thing. Pretty generic junk rock. That was both kicks. Both kick buttons.
You win. Round 4. Fight.
Yeah, this music, not really my thing. And every time after I'd uninstalled this game, and would think about it, I would kind of feel a little depressed thinking about some of the stages and the music and the way they seemed a little low texture detail in their crisp high resolution.
Like a good workout.
Let's fight Hwoarang.
Get ready for the next battle.
But you know, they're all right.
Round 1. Fight.
I mean, mostly I was depressed about just their sort of boring redesign of this stage, for instance. But Paul's so awesome with his crew cut. It is a lot like the generic base hair that you can buy for every character in 6, but that doesn't quite have the distinctive crew cut shape that you can see from a distance here. It's just this actually kind of roundish bowling ball short hair. It's a little weird looking. I put it on Lars, one of the new characters in 6. I don't know if you know Lars, but he kind of looks like a Final Fantasy reject, complete with, you know, totally goofy hair, just massive, pointy pillars of hair curving all around and going all over the place. And I was really tired of looking at that, so I just gave him the closest thing that you can get to a crew cut for at least most of the all the characters I've looked at in 6, which is just this sort of base hair that's sort of like a crew cut, but a little too round and even. And it makes him look like a more or less regular dude rather than a Final Fantasy escapee.
Ready for the next battle.
So that part's good.
Round 1. Fight.
And I guess they probably looked at that and said, this is close enough to the crew cut Paul had in Dark Resurrection. There's no need to make a crew cut. Now this stage, again, new version of this stage, they took what was just a garden, a walled garden outside a mansion, which is pretty much the same thing going on here, but then they made it a Halloween theme in Dark Resurrection. And it's just weird. Like, I don't want Halloween all year long. I guess some people might, but I don't. Oh, there are toads in this version. Oh no, it's a ghost. Oh, it's toads with pumpkins on their head. Look at that guy. So I never noticed that. I thought the toads were not in this version. So if somebody jumps and lands on that toad, a little pumpkin ghost will float upwards. There we go. Sorry, Toad. He had the flaming pumpkin on his head. That was funny. That's kind of cute. In the Vanilla 5, there are toads, and you can squish them, but they don't have pumpkins on themselves. And they do have little toad spirits that float upward. I somehow never noticed them here in Dark Resurrection. Jeez, just barraged her.
You
No
win.
pain, no gain.
Get ready for the next battle.
You know, I think it resets to the middle option each time, isn't it?
Fight.
That's kind of annoying. It shouldn't really do that. Like if I like that huge pipe he's carrying. If I pick like the lower or higher opponent option, it should sort of just keep it there, you would think. Because I'm basically saying I want... Well, this is how I would have done it. I would have said, okay, the player within this difficulty level, they can further fine-tune their difficulty in terms of opponent. Not only can they pick from among potentially 3 different character types to fight, but those characters also have a little range of ranks. And so if they want to just cruise along on the slightly higher ranks or the slightly lower ranks, they can just pick the upper or lower option, and then it'll keep picking from that option effectively if they don't touch it again. But this seems to reset to the middle. At least I think that's what's been happening. In Virtua Fighter 5's quest mode, you can go into one of their virtual arcades, and there's 3 arcade cabinets in each of these virtual arcades, and they're listed vertically just like that. And you can pick, do you challenge the person on the top cabinet, the middle cabinet, or the bottom cabinet? And it wasn't until like a week or so ago that I finally realized, oh, those are arranged in descending order of opponent rank. So, and that came out before. Wait a second.
Gotcha.
Oh, it didn't
Get
though,
ready for the next battle.
Because that was on PS3, whereas
Round 1.
Tekken 5 was a late
Fight.
PS5 game, or PS2 game. Oh, I've been kind of assuming that Tekken had copied that vertical rank selection from Virtua Fighter, but I guess maybe it's the other way around. Okay, now we got Paul rolling.
You win. Round 2. Fight.
Let's do some more. Let's do some more colors. Of course, this resets my countdown to getting the full. I mean, it's kind of cool that you do have more stage variety in the sense that there's at least 2, maybe 3 stages that have no equivalent. Maybe 4. God dang it. In 5. So those just added. Then there's all the redesigned stages from 5, and the old 5 stages are all in here too. So that's a lot of stage variety. I just happen not to like a lot of the new redesigns, but I mean they're not usually bad. They're just not quite as cool as the old ones, which I'd prefer to be playing on, I think, just all by themselves. But maybe not. Maybe the variety is good. I don't know, really. I try to convince myself one way or the other, depending on what I want to have happen, you know.
Paul Phoenix.
Okay, so what am I thinking now to try? Could just try a full body dark khaki. Midnight blue sounds interesting, but in a way it doesn't sound that interesting. Just normal blue sounds kind of interesting. Not really though, I guess. Well, let's just do dark khaki. So there's no midnight blue footwear. Oh no, there is. Oh, I lied.
Get ready for the next battle.
I like his little stubble too. See these crazy bear colors. Oh my gosh, the glasses. He's got a bird's nest on his head. What is on his back? Is that just some kind of sort of school back? Oh my gosh, these bears just rampage on me. Oh, forward did that. Yeah, why they had a highlight, a plasticky highlight on his crew cut is a little beyond me.
Round 2. Fight.
Don't maul my new gi, bear. Okay, so it's not a crouching thing at all, you just have to... Well, maybe it's bowls, but you can forward to
You win round 3.
do that weird little sort of clutch second hit thing, whatever, I don't know. Oh, that's pretty sweet. So this is pretty pleasant music. Doesn't really stand out, but it's nice. Atmospheric, little daisies. It's not really daisy music.
You win round 4. Fight.
Why did I side switch myself? Let's go back. Just do normal. Oh, I wanted to do normal. Oh my gosh. I'm not messing around. This bear's gonna send me on a one-way trip to Palookaville. Oh no. Not Palookaville. I can't go back. Yeah, I kind of like this dark khaki.
You win.
Matches his crew cut.
Get ready for the next battle.
Oh, second Q-Ana. Oh wow.
Round 1.
Yeah, it kind of fits the Valentine's theme. She's got some pink on her costume. Oh, some hot pink. Kind of got some of the dark khaki coloration that I have going on her dress. Good choice, Anna. We could be on a date. You're in Valentine land. It's kind of a weird
You win.
fight date, but you know, it's Tekken.
Fight.
There's always when a guy fights a girl in some kind of action movie and they're just kind of sparring, they're always flirting, right? It's actually a very Valentine-y thing to do. Almost let her get me.
Win round 3.
Yeah, this dark khaki's pretty sweet.
Fight.
See, now I want to. I did look at Paul's options in 6. There was no crew cut, and that was about as far as I got. I was just no crew cut, no thanks. I could not bear the thought of not having my crew cut. I tried the little base
Round 4.
haircut by itself, which sort of is almost a crew cut if you squint, but it's not quite right. Makes him look like a sort of little egghead. Now, one thing I was asking myself is, when I saw what I had, like, do does the eye patch fit the clean cut look? But eye patches go with anything, I think is what I'm finding. Oh, I didn't want to fight Kuma. The eye patches just make everything better in terms of a video game character. Oh, jeez. These weird bear colors.
You win round 2.
I mean, I spent a lot of time trying to find ways to unlock specific characters so I could avoid unlocking Kuma in Tekken 4. Oh my gosh, but you can't give bears weird colors in Tekken 4. So that kind of changes the equation. Weird colored bear, fighting weird colored bears, I'm all about that. Oh gosh. You see that combo heal? Yeah, the AI has not been doing that to me. Oh my gosh, he's gonna do more. Okay, didn't get it. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Get out of the way. Well, I'm gonna get to try some more colors here. Red Bear. Red Bear showed me the red.
To the king of Iron Fist.
Okay. So that was dark khaki. I mean, dark cyan sounds interesting just because cyan's a fancy word. I think before I look at that though, I just want to see yellow. I already got this yellow. See, with all this experimentation, I'm never going to get back to the old versions of the stages. Unfortunately. This stage does not have an equivalent in vanilla. So this is just like a more intense version of dark khaki. Really. I was about to say I don't like this much, but I'm not sure about that. I have to see it in some different stage lightings. Now there is something that I would like to read more about. I did an uppercut. I executed an uppercut on Kuma. It hit him. He rocked backwards, but he did not get launched into the air, and there was a little shockwave, a big shockwave circle that sort of appeared around his feet. That happens in 5 a lot when you're playing as certain characters. And I would like to know more about the mechanics of that. Like, what is the determination of how likely it is that the opponent can sort of resist being launched into the air? And I can't remember if you saw it in 4, but in 4 there's a lot of uppercutting that does not always launch the opponent into the air. Well, maybe all I needed was some yellow color in my life. Oh, that didn't work. That didn't work. Ugh, blown up. Oh shoot, he blocked the jump kick and murdered me. Blocked the jump kick? When did they block jump kicks? Oh, he butt bopped me. Take that in the butt. That was not a nice thing to say to a bear. My fists do the talking. No, he's gonna... Oh, he could have killed me. So this stage, not a bad concept, but it's got this weird blurring effect on it. I'm not sure why they went for the blur. They also put a blur. The garden is a little blurred. And it does look a little blurred in the PS2 version even, but I don't think it's got a blur effect on it in the PS2 version. I think it's just they chose, there might be a little fog, and they chose very sort of narrow color range. Maybe I could be wrong about that though. I like that golden axe. Oh man, I love the law dance. Oh no. I don't really like fighting Mokujin generally. I am getting a little better at least at telling from the stance Mokujin goes into which character's moves they're fighting with this round. So this is obviously law, I think. I love that animation. Okay, see, now I have no idea who they are right now. Except that they're not law. Up, forward, right kick, roll is very slow. Give me that money. I got more colors that I need to buy. Oh, not another Mokujin.
Get ready for the next battle.
I don't like this newfangled nighttime lightning flashy stone circle stage. The bridges are on fire. It's just goofy. I'm fighting like a moron right now. Very clumsy moron. Should have just thrown him. Don't really like this music. Now, if this is like 5, then the ranks go beginner, then 9th Q to 1st Q, then 1st Dan. Then not up to 10th Dan like Virtua Fighter does, but only up to 5th Dan. That's how apparently Tekken 5 goes. It's only got 5 Dan ranks instead of 10 like Virtua Fighter. And I looked up on Wikipedia the whole Dan ranking thing, and it was instituted by the guy who founded Judo around the, I think it was early 1900s, or I don't remember. Anyway, it was the late 1800s. He did a lot of cool stuff, but like he kind of invented the judo costume that is basically what I'm wearing for martial arts students. And then the Dan rank system he took from Go or Chinese chess or whatever.
No gain.
But I guess
Get ready for the
it
next
resets
battle.
to the center option. That's weird.
Round 1. Fight.
I think after 10 Dan ranks, the most common number of Dan ranks a martial art or some other kind of discipline might have is 5. So I guess it's not that surprising there's only 5. It is something that has been a thing in the world, not just in a video game. Now, that fact I read was only for Vanilla 5, so for all I know, Dark Resurrection has more Dan ranks than 5. But, I mean, than 5 in number, but I don't know. I don't know yet. I haven't got that eye yet. I guess I should know if I was paying attention to the ranks of opponents I've seen. But we do that. Well, there's our upskirt. Thanks, Lily.
Round 3. Fight.
It's weird. Paul's up forward right kick and up forward left kick are essentially the same. pretty much the same kick, same effect. I'm sure there's some subtle difference that I'm missing, but to my untrained eye, they seem pretty darn similar.
Round 4.
I do kind of like this yellow color. He's got some fun colors. Now I want to try orange. I really want to beat Casper here again. Oops. Oh, man. Oh, I was trying to do some kind of forward 2 punches move. Oh, it does a throw. A lot of characters do that, I guess. Wow, she slid a long ways. I don't think that's just an ice level thing either. Alright, let's go do another color. I guess I probably wouldn't take that yellow over the dark khaki or whatever, but it's not bad.
Welcome to the King of Iron, Paul Phoenix.
Saddle brown. Oh, did I pick the wrong costume? I did. Well, we'll get to see the other costume then. Crossbow. Crossbow could be cool. Biker buckle. Strange encounter. What? Is this another alien? I don't know. We're gonna have to find out. Gonna have to take a crossbow. I'm not gonna try colors yet. Saddle brown sounds cool though. Oh, not too many color. Oh no, there's saddle brown. Oh, what the heck. Just gonna saddle it out.
Get ready for the next battle.
So what was that?
Round 1.
Close in. Oh yeah, so there's an alien on his leg. It's a tentacled alien this time. Oh man, that's so weird. But it's basically the same thing as the more humanoid alien that's on his leg. On his other costume. Oh, except it's weirder looking with the squiddy tentacles. I don't really like the saddle brown here, especially with that fireball logo on his leg. His boots are the wrong color. Yeah, I don't really like this costume in general. It's just a little... well, a lot cartoonish.
You win round 2. Fight.
It's not that. It's just kind of boring, generic. I mean, I guess his karate outfit is generic. But, at least it's not so cartoonish.
You win round 3. Fight.
Oh. Poison Howard. What is that? Why am I doing that? Oh. Take it easy, Howard. Okay, we gotta get out of this costume. He's got like a Skies of Arcadia logo on his eye patch. Which I think is pretty cool.
Welcome.
I mean, they were like air pirates or something, right? Okay, triangle mode. Let's make sure we still got... yeah, okay. So... oh, I just bought some colors, right? No, I didn't. No, I didn't, yeah, because it was the wrong, obviously the wrong. Okay, let's do orange. Running out of dough. Gotta go make some
Ready
money.
for the next battle.
Bring home the Paul bacon. Ooh, that's pretty orange.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see how blurry this stage is. It's kind of weird. Maybe they were going for a bit of a distancing effect or a fogging effect, but that's not what it looks like. It just looks blurry. I wonder if it was a thing on the PSP. If that, I mean, PSP was a lot lower resolution. I wonder if that had the blur effect. If they even had these all these stages on PSP, I don't know.
You win round three.
I think I have read something about that though. They did or didn't have the old stages. I don't think they had the old stages on PSP version. I could be wrong. Never mind. I think there was something about some stage music is missing either in the PSP version or this version. I forget which one, and it was like one stage or
Nothing like a good workout.
there's a lot of weird stuff that's been
Get ready for the next battle.
has a surprising amount of the wiki entry or whatever for this game. Somebody was really particular about a certain music track not being included. See, this it's so sharp now that we're not on a stage that has blur effects. It's just like my eyes have been cleared. Look at those spiky cleats. That's pretty good. Oh, that helmet is not helping you, King Killer. Oh yeah, that's Marduk's story. That's kind of funny. Marduk's story is pretty awful. In his story, Marduk is an awful dude. I was kind of depressed after I got Tekken 5 and played his story battle. Because he is an awful person in his story battle. In a number of ways. He actually went into what looked like a football pose there. So this is that forward bolt? No. Forward. Forward bolt punches was giving a throw. Yeah. Wow, that does send them skidding. So is it forward?
You win. Get ready for the
I
next
didn't see who I just took on here. Oh boy. Third Dan. Oh no. How did that happen? I did run into a weird thing in Tekken 5 where I was on like stage 39 or 40 with Peck. Was it Peck? Maybe it was... no, it wasn't Lei. Was it Hwoarang? No, it was Peck because I'd been struggling with Peck and for some reason I stuck with it through... stuck with Peck through 39 stages. But then at the 39th stage, I think it was, my opponent options were suddenly all named ranks, like above Dan, above all the Dan ranks, there's these unique name ranks, like, I don't know, Executor and Destroyer and stuff. So they were those. All three of them, those were the options, and I kind of freaked out and picked the top one, which was stupid because I don't know the order of the named ranks, but I should have remembered that the one on the top listing of opponent selection is going to be the highest rank one. I picked that one because it was a Lei character, L-E-I, and I tend to think of him as a weaker character. I forget who the others were. I then I spent a lot of continues to beat this sudden. I think it was like I looked it up later, or sort of remembered, and it was a champion rank lay or something, which is pretty darn high rank. That was rough, and I had to fall back on. I'd been unable to really do much with Peck, so I had to fall back on just I think it's spamming his left jab, I think. Just left jabs and little left uppercuts right off the jab, and it was just ridiculous. I did it. I eventually had my horrible Peck beat a champion lay, or whatever that means. Not been paying attention. I'm about to go back to color selection land. I kind of like that magenta, hot pink, whatever it was, aura he had. Okay, triangle. I think I should just have enough money to try another set of colors. Yeah. Don't really like the orange. Not really into red. Maybe. Couldn't be better than that lawn green. Dark Cyan is an interesting name. Well, we might as well try the Dark Cyan. Or does this one not have Dark Cyan for the accessories? Okay, it doesn't, so what should I go with? Something in the blue or green range, I suppose. We could try dark midnight blue. Sure.
Get ready for the next battle. Round one.
Oh, well, that's dark. That's a lot brighter than I had anticipated. Actually, that kind of works for a clean cut. My clean cut boy. I'm not sure about the midnight gloves and footwear. It's a little too dark. What do I go with there? Just white? Be kind of a reversal of his default colors, which are blue gloves and white gi.
Round two. Fight.
See, he's resisting my uppercuts. Is that because he's third Dan? Is there some button press you can do to resist getting launched? Of course, the AI doesn't have to do button presses. I'm just not sure if that's even a mechanic in this game where you can resist being uppercutted, being launched. You can get hit but still not get launched somehow. Jeez. Oh, just... Is that his 10-hit combo? Maybe that's what they're doing, is they're canned 10-hit combos that support it. Every character has at least one. Oh man, caught him just in time. Well, I finally beat him.
You win.
So that was third Dan.
Nothing like a good workout.
Get ready for the next
Oh, that
battle.
was weird. There was some kind of weird animal sound just in the left earpiece on my headphones. At first I thought there was something crazy going on outside my apartment, but no, it's just that stage. So this is the new version of the club, finally. You can see they did a weird thing with the skybox. Like, they tried to get kind of a gradient. Like, maybe it's just before sunup. You know, we'd been up all night. But you can see the curve of the skybox. It's just very artificial looking at it. It makes me think of, like, early... Was I trying to make skyboxes for a test level or something? And
You win.
you can just see the box part of the 3D world you're in, the obvious artificiality of the sky. Massive color bands. Yeah. I guess yellow might also work as a counter color for cyan.
You win.
Or that dark khaki. There was the dark khaki gloves and footwear. I want to see white though. White could be cool. Oh. Ew. Hey, don't kick me in the buns. Oh no, he's doing all kinds of stuff. There goes my health lead. Well, look at that.
You win.
Okay, let's change these gloves. Now wait, is there a white color option for the jacket? And if anybody's still watching this, they're thinking, "Oh my God, why does this guy care so much about these colors?" But no, there's no white because that wouldn't make sense. Okay, that makes sense. So I want white here. Yes.
Get ready for the next battle.
I'm ready.
Round one. Fight.
I don't really like the red and yellow strap. Red palm and yellow strap on these white gloves. That's not quite what I was envisioning. No. I'm getting my range all wrong.
You win round two.
I love that vocal. I did say I didn't like the music in a lot of these new stages. Might even said I didn't like it in this stage. The flowers are cute. Oh, the round is not over. What am I doing? There's butterflies. But it's really the lighting, the yellow, weird blasted out yellow lighting on the rocks. It's just not good. Yeah, this weird vocal's kind of cool. It's not really musical exactly, but it's crazy.
Round three.
I don't know if I've ever heard this before. I think it broke. Oh yeah. Oh no. Why did I go for a throw right there? Oh wow, that was accidental.
You win.
Okay, these white gloves not working. We'll try the dark khakis, which conveniently I already own.
Welcome to the Paul Phoenix. Get ready for the next battle.
Let's see how this... Oh, those are really dark.
Round
Dang
one.
it.
Fight.
Yeah, that doesn't look good. What do I go for? Then yellow, I guess. Oh man, green apple. Jeez. These lilies have been a problem. And they're all wearing the same colors, it seems like.
You win round three. Fight.
this color's okay. For the gloves. My blue matches the neon sign, and actually the gloves almost match the bowling balls on the sign. So there you go. Born to bowl at midnight, baby.
You win round 4. Fight.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. Both kicks or something. Hey. Ooh. Oh no. Oh no. Yeesh.
You win.
Nothing like a good workout.
Well,
Get
thanks
ready
for
for the next
informing
battle.
us.
Round 1.
Oh, that's a different outfit. Kind of tacky outfit, maybe. These shoes are pretty tacky. Yeah, Anna, I think, just has terrible dress sense. I don't know how else to explain it. Except in 6. In 6, I don't know if she got a fashion consultant, but the options you can try to save up your money for in 6 look pretty awesome.
Round 2. Fight.
You can see a candle. Did we destroy that pumpkin? You just see this massive fire going on in that pumpkin. There's little pumpkin toads all over the friggin' place. I almost stepped on
You
one.
win round 3. Fight.
Dang it. Oh no. Killed a toad. Step on a toad. I don't know.
You lose.
I don't know what that does to Mama's whatever.
4.
Mama's Road? Makes sense. Dang. Ew. There she goes low. Hi, the mix-up. Oh, another toad bites it. Ah, I bit it.
You lose.
Oh, yeah.
Continue.
Shake your brassiere at me, young lady, with your tacky fashion sense.
The king of all Phoenix.
Don't know if there's any other color I have an idea for with this cyan B. And there's blue, but that sounds boring. Green? That would be weird. Oh, there is a long green. I didn't think gloves came in long green. Okay, we'll try that.
Get ready for the next battle.
At the ridge.
Let me talk to you real close.
Round 1.
Her voice is
Fight.
pretty good. Ew. I don't know if the Japanese dudes who made this game figured that that outfit she's wearing is like what the prototypical fantasy Japanese schoolgirl graduates to wearing after she gets out of school, because that's kind of what it looks like the idea is. Yeah, it's a little weird. Oh, those blue petals. So how about these green gloves? Kind of weird looking. I guess I could just go with orange to match his emblem on his back.
You win. Round 3. Fight.
Man, there's a full-on Pumpkinhead man back there against that tree, just like a scarecrow. That's kind of ghoulish. Oh, that's not a great move. Oh. Oh. Stop that. What am I doing?
You win.
Okay, long green gloves and shoes did not work. Nothing like a good workout. Okay, so orange. How about that? Do I have enough money? Colors are free in 6 and you can see them before you buy them. Before you even equip them. What am I saying? Okay, yeah.
Welcome to the King Paul Phoenix.
This is how they get you. This is how they get your money. Oh, I already own orange. Oh, because I bought full orange outfit. Whatever.
Get ready for the next battle.
I'm so ready. That's not orange. Why is orange red? What the heck? This is terrible. Ew. Oh, man. I got ripped off. All my 10,000 back. That ain't orange. See, this is not a problem you would have if there was a graphical preview.
Welcome to the King Paul Phoenix.
The Noive. Alright, so what do I got here? I mean, is red orange? Blue? Just keep thinking that would look weird. I barely have any money left, so I only have one choice before I have to earn more. Well, I've pretty much tried everything else. Alright.
Get ready for the next battle.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Round 1.
Oh, he's got that same hair my Hwoarang did. Edith. The wild hair, whatever the heck it was. Ah, shit. Oh, I didn't get the wall juggle. There is one. There's gotta be one. Shoot, I thought I had him staggered or something. Ooh. Girls are excited for me. I think they added more girls because I don't think there's women standing on the floor level of the club in the old version. Yeah, maybe they are. I guess the old version's kind of weird too because if you think about it too hard, which of course you shouldn't do, but because you're in a club but it's bright daytime. Is that just what they do in the tropics or wherever it's supposed to be? Just club it up in the at noon. Why not, I suppose? Because it's hot would be the answer, I guess. Man, I just went all in with that. I was like, come on, buddy, we're doing this. Yeah, these blue gloves aren't too great. Take that, Edith. I wanted to fight that dragon up. I don't like this suit of Lee's. It's goofy. I shouldn't fight in a suit. Who are you, the Joker? The Joker's a stupid, overused character. Ah, dang. Ooh. Oh, wow. XXX walkers, XXX. Okay. Oh, that's... Oh, dang. Back, both punches starts as unblockable. Lee here knows what it is. He's not falling for that nonsense. I guess you have to, like, I don't know. Let's see if he used a little too smart to get caught in that, I guess. Oh, wow. That really sent him spinning. That was pretty sweet. I do kind of like this big bowling sign. It's just goofy enough, and I like the blue light. Get a beef shake. At least the beef shake sign is still there from the original version.
Round 4.
I like this music.
Fight.
Resist my uppercuts. I want to get launched. I love getting launched. Oh, that side switch. That was left throw, but oh well.
You win.
Okay, no more blue gloves. Sorry. I mean, in retrospect, white probably wasn't that bad, but I think I liked dark.
Welcome to the King Paul Phoenix.
Dark khaki. No.
Get ready for the
why?
next battle.
It's too early in the morning.
Round 1. Fight.
Too addicted to this. There is something addictive about this version of the game, though, that maybe 5 doesn't quite have. Like, 5 is just a little clunkier. Maybe that's what it is. It just doesn't... it takes you out of it once in a while. This game's smoother. Of course, 6 is even smoother, generally.
Tournament 5. Paul Phoenix.
So white, black, red, blue, yellow is not the thing. Orange is not it. Maybe it's dark khaki. Dark khaki was inoffensive.
Get ready for the next battle.
It's another XXX clan member. Oh my gosh.
Round 1. Fight.
Quite the blurry outfit you've got on there. XTX, XX at XX. Goofy name. What is that? Oh, I was going to say, what's that white square above his health meter? That's just his score. Shouldn't have some points if he hit me. Oh, man, what a laugh. Nice try, weirdo.
You win. Round
Get
2.
your snakeskin buns out of here. Not sure how similar this track actually is to the old version. It's pretty similar seeming to my not very attentive ears.
You win. Round 3. Fight.
Much more similar than a lot of the stages seem to be. Oh yeah, that's something about forward both punches. Okay, yeah, it's just that. And crew cut ball is the best. There's just no, you can't deny.
Gotcha!
Get ready for the next battle.
I cannot allow you to interfere.
Round 1.
Raven's voice is so good though.
Fight.
Magno.
See?
Oh dang. Ah, see, I camped his spawn. Can't just wake up. He tried to sidestep, and somehow he didn't manage it.
You win.
Wow, how much damage did that do?
Fight.
Oh, too slow. He tried to sidestep again, but he...
You win.
No, did I find out how to break this CPU?
Fight.
Mistimed it. Oh, he did a quick wake up. Oh, how did I get it right both? Oh, almost had him. Too soon.
You win. Get ready for the next battle. Round 1.
That's a weird voice clip. Wang's story battle in 5 is a lot of fun just because his voice is so perfect. Especially when he faces his student. Is it Fang who's his student? And just a little talk he gives him, a little talking to. It's just perfect. Perfectly acted. Really great work by the voice actor.
You win. Round 2. Fight.
Limperatos. That's quite the name. Ah. I love the voice.
Fight.
Ah. That's unlockable. Ah, he knows what to do. Ah. See, now he's doing quick rise. Oh, nice.
You
No
win.
pain, no gain.
Devil Chin.
Get ready for the next battle.
Okay,
Round
Mr.
1.
Echo reverb effect. Behind 988. Is that the level of hell you came from? You smoking out back? You're just a silly guy. You're not that scary.
You win. Round 2. Fight.
Jack-o'-lantern's scary. Oh, well, maybe not. He doesn't have a laser. I don't know how his head recoils when he shoots a laser. Doesn't make any sense, but it's cool. Ouch. Oh no. Why was I just letting him do that and just panicking? He's like pink electricity, man. What are you supposed to think? You got me. Enough of you. Oops, that was the wrong double punch.
You win. Round 4. Fight.
I suppose it's just the smoothness and the fast load time in this game, this version of the game. And they did make the fighting in general a little smoother than in 5. Just gives it this real. Look at that glowing white spider back there on the web. That's except there's one in the web right next to him. Yeah, try that again.
You win.
See, that didn't work because I wasn't really paying attention that time. I was looking at the spiders. Looking at the spiders and mashing punch buttons at him. Oh, Xiaoyu, you're so adorable.
Fight. Round 2. Fight.
Hey. I think Xiaoyu might have the most costumes. She's one of the ones with the most costumes in this version.
You win round 3. Fight.
Yeah. I find Xiaoyu tricky to use in 5, a little less so in 6. She's probably somewhere in between in this game. Now, what I've noticed from just how many views and comments and things, these various videos I do get, Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection seems to be unusually popular. I mean, I guess it was... See, I have to reconstruct the history because I wasn't really into consoles at the... I wasn't into Tekken at the time. Oh my gosh, that's a cool costume. Oh no. Oh, he almost got that on me. Look at those pants. Look at those shoes. Yeah, I think there's something like... Oh no, there's my next alarm. Oh my gosh, I've been playing this way too long. It's going to be a huge file. Maybe it was that this game came out fairly early in the PS3's life cycle, and Tekken 6 came out late-ish. No, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, that's sort of obvious. But anyway, this game is really well remembered and popular, whereas 5 definitely had some balance issues that people were not fond of and gave it kind of a tricky reputation. But people seem to think that Dark Resurrection more or less fixed all the big problems that 5 had, and so it's this sort of idealized version of the game. And also, of course, added some characters, added online, although I'm not sure how well people regarded the online, but I do know that it was early days for online for fighting games, so I think people were a little much more forgiving. And just the fact that it had an online mode was pretty amazing. Okay, I'm gonna have to stop there because I have an alarm. Oh, so the moon over the water is kind of cool. It's the same position the sun would be in the new version or the old version of the stage. I'm gonna have to go turn off my alarm. I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, well that was a super long session of Jinpachi and my boy handsome crew cut Paul in Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection online. Did I kill the sound, or is there just no sound here? Well, that's fine. So thanks for... I don't know why anybody would watch all that, but if you did, thanks. I sort of can't... I always compulsively talk about the differences I see between this game and especially Tekken 5. I'd convinced myself I didn't like this game as much as 5, and I was just going to stick with 5. So I uninstalled this game. Then I wanted to reinstall it because I love Paul with his crew cut, and I wanted to see Jinpachi, and then I went all this past week not being able to suddenly download everything because Sony screwed something up with their PlayStation 5, suddenly requiring two-step verification without any warning, and just giving you weird error codes. Hide out here while I jabber. But it's all working out, so that's great. Paul is awesome. Jinpachi's super fun. I'm glad I was able to download this game and play. What the heck is that gonna mean for how? What Tekken do I play? I mean, with Tag Tournament HD and Tekken 4, it's pretty clear. I just like to do their 8-on-8 team battles once in a while. It's good fun. 4 is super fun. They're each fun. Both of those games are so distinct in the style of game they are that I have no problem sort of differentiating and compartmentalizing and knowing when I want to play some of those. But then these sort of middle age, as I guess I think of them. No, they're sort of later middle. Anyway, 5, Dark Resurrection, and 6, they all use the same character models. 6 has a totally revamped customization system with a lot more options, which is cool. It's got a smoother fighting system, which is nice for a masher like me, I guess. I don't particularly like that they gave the bounce or bound ground combo thing to everybody. I don't need more long combos in my life. But it wasn't as bad as I thought it might be. And so as far as fighting system goes, I definitely prefer... I mean, Dark Resurrections is probably my favorite of the 3, just in fighting system. I do like the slightly more perfected animation and movement of the characters in 6, but it's really good in Dark Resurrection. It feels good. In 5, it can sometimes be a bit janky here and there. Music in 5 is unquestionably the best. You can get those stages in Dark Resurrection, and they will randomly appear during Ghost Battle at least half the time. So that's, they're there. You get some variety with the new stuff. You get the Valentine stage. That's amazing. It's tough. I mean, I don't want to not play 5 anymore because 5 is kind of cool. Well, now I'm really conflicted. Like, upgrades cost so much in 5. They cost a lot in 6 too, really. Like, if you just wanted the customization system in 6 is also a lot more complicated. Although you don't have to you at least see what you're doing. I think they wanted probably people who just ate the game up were able to afford everything too fast. The developers probably ended up feeling in Dark Resurrection, and so they juiced the prices back up in 6. Well, I don't know what I'm gonna play. Well, so what I've been doing for the past 2 weekends before this was playing on Saturday. Today was sort of Friday, so now we're heading into Saturday. After I get some sleep, it'll officially be Saturday for me. Saturday nights I had been playing Tekken 5 Ghost Battle, or Arcade Battle as Tekken 5 insisted on calling it still, and then I would play Tekken 6 Ghost Battle on Sunday night. I did decide to take Monday off, so I sort of have a 3-day weekend, but I have to get my taxes done Monday, so how much time will I have to play? Anyway, I don't need to play Dark Resurrection again right away, or do I? Because see, now I was going to just limit myself. Okay, I'll reinstall Dark Resurrection, but I'll only use it to play Paul and Jinpachi, and so I won't have to play it that often. But then what if I just replaced 5 with it? tough decisions. I'll probably just put them off. I'm just gonna play some 5 tomorrow and see how I feel about that. How about that? That's a first step. Yeah, I guess that's what I'll do. I won't play Paul in it though, because obviously his crew cut version in this one is superior to 5 or 6, which do not have the crew cut. Anyhow, so yeah, Tekken 5 tomorrow, Tekken 6 on Sunday, which is the day after. If you are having trouble with your PS3 giving you weird error codes and jargon when you try to download anything this week, or and also you suddenly can't run your digitally purchased games that you've downloaded, that you had already downloaded before the download problem started happening. They have reverted to like trial versions, or just say they aren't licensed or something. Then you may be able to fix that by, some people say all you have to do is activate what Sony calls 2-step verification. You do that through a web page on their site. Just Google PlayStation 3 or PS3 2-step verification, and you'll find that. And then it's funky because you have to. How does that go? You go to that web page. You click this button to start, and then you probably have to give them. Well, no, you've already logged into their site, so they know who you are. They say, okay, you've activated it. Then you have to do another step. I think it's in that email they send you. They send you an email after you activate it. The email says, hey, you activated it, and then it's got a link that you have to follow for your PS3, PSP, or Vita. For each one of those, you have to hit another button on another web page that will generate it's called device password. I think maybe it's just called device password, which is, maybe it's like an 8-character long jungler. No, maybe it was more like 12 characters. No. This one was just like 8. Just spaghetti of numbers and letters. And so then on your PS3, or I guess on your PSP and Vita, but I don't have those currently, so I don't know. On my PSP, or on my PS3, the next time I logged in, I had to, instead of entering my usual PSN password, I had to enter that device password that I had generated off the web page that I had been linked to from the email that I got after I activated 2-step verification through this other web page. So that's kind of nutty, but I mean, I'm not too smart and I figured it out, so you can probably figure that out. So you only have to log in with that device password once, I guess, per PS3, Vita, or PSP for each one you have, and you have to generate a new one for each of those, I guess, but I only have the one PS3 now, so I just did it. I had to do generate one, plunk it into the PS3 when I logged back in, and then after that I could just log back in with, and so then it said, yeah, it worked, and then I have to log back in again with my usual PSN. Anyway, I'm logged in now with my usual PSN, I believe, password, and so it's just like it was before. It's only like each time I go to their website now, I have to, if I do anything there that requires logging in, I have to, the second step did I choose it, or is it the only option? It'll send a text, send me a text on my phone with a 6-digit code to type in to verify. That's the second step to log in on their website now. That's sort of a pain, but I don't go to their website in the normal course of affairs very much, so hopefully that won't be a pain. I saw somebody who said, okay, so I activated 2-step verification, my downloads, and digital games on PS3 started working again, so what if I just disable two-step verification now? So he did that, and lo and behold, the problem came back, and he couldn't download, and his game stopped working. So for now, you can't. You have to keep two-step verification enabled. Apparently, so I did before I came across people who had found this workaround. This morning, I got a live chat with Sony tech support. Now, see, this had all been the first place I had gone for support, I guess, was to their Twitter account, Ask PlayStation. I went to Ask PlayStation and I told them, I was having this problem since at least Tuesday, the day after they sent an email to everybody saying that the PlayStation 3 store was going to close on July 2nd, but you'll still be able to download your stuff. Next day I wanted to download some stuff, and all of a sudden I can't download stuff. So what did you do, Sony? This is a nightmare. Well, I went to Ask PlayStation. I told them I was having this problem. They said, hey, thanks for contacting us. Sorry you're having this problem, more or less. I'm paraphrasing poorly from memory. And then they said, for your best support for PlayStation 3, go to our PlayStation 3 page or whatever it is. And they gave this tiny URL link. So I clicked on that, and it's this pretty sad PlayStation 3 ghetto support place on their site now. And all you can actually do there is you can chat to a robot who says, hey, what problem are you having? And you have like 3 choices. It's basically just what part of your old console has broken down. Is it the disk drive, the hard drive, or something else? And that's basically a setup to get a code to send it in for a repair. And if your console is out of warranty, which I guess most PS3s might be by now, then you'll have to pay them some repair fee. So all their PS3, official PS3 support site that the Twitter account sent me to offers now is support for mechanical failures. And it's like, guys, this is a networked computer system. You don't have any support for network problems with your own darn server having some kind of screw up, or support with game problems which your servers have decided to stop allowing to run. So that was frustrating. I tried mentioning this to the Ask PlayStation Twitter thread I had started, and they have never replied to me since they told me, hey, go to our PS3 ghetto site. All they handle, apparently, really, all they handle with their Twitter support now is PS4 and PS5, because they have conveniently decided to shut down the stores for their old weird networked consoles that are probably causing them headaches, the PS3, Vita, and PSP. And they're pretty happy with this, no doubt. They're like, yes, now we just support our basically one ecosystem of these basically, PC computer in a box consoles that are, backwards compatible, PS4, PS5, PS6 probably as well, and so forth. And so support will be easy from now on. Well, as long as you just pretend those old consoles never existed, yeah, I guess. So their Twitter account is pretending that. Their ghetto PS3 web support site is basically supporting that notion. And I tried calling their phone support, and the phone support now also only supports PS4 and PS5. I saw a post in a thread on a PlayStation, it's like PSP or PSN names or .com, or I don't know what. Anyway, very good thread, and that's where I first found the workaround. But somebody there was saying that they've been talking to a phone support person they'd somehow got through to about PS3 support, and this phone support person had said, yeah, like 2 or 3 weeks ago, we just got told, okay, no more support we're not offering any more phone support for people's PS3, Vita, or PSP issues. And the support people, who take these calls were like, okay. So that was causing me a lot of consternation all week as I just felt like, well, Sony has just decided to pretend that there is no possible thing that could go wrong with their brilliant scheme, even though something has clearly gone wrong, and a lot of people are having this problem where Sony said, hey, we're shutting down the store, but don't worry, you'll be able to play all your old stuff forever and ever. Everything's fine. Don't panic. Don't start a social media campaign lambasting us. And then the day after they come out with this announcement, lo and behold, PS3 users can't play their old games that they've bought. So it seemed like this nightmare, and Sony had it seemed like Sony had completely restricted you from reporting this issue. They did not want to hear it. They did not want to hear anything about these consoles. They were writing them off. Anyhow, I think that same person who was posting about that had said they got a live chat going with an actual person, not the stupid bot on the ghetto PS3 support section of the website. So I finally got up the gumption and got the idea from that to try a live chat myself. And I just went to I think I just Googled PlayStation support or something and got to the general PlayStation support site. And from there, I think I went down to, I'm having a games problem. And they did suggest from some of the text that they were really looking just to deal with PS4 and PS5 games. But I ignored that and just clicked on the, get a live chat with us. Just did that, and I got a live chat. And they did not throw me under the bus when I started talking about a PS3 problem. They were very polite and helpful, and I told them about the problem. Can't download anything. Here's these error codes it's giving me. Can't play the one game that I happen to still have downloaded, the digital purchase. And they actually said, yes, we are aware of this problem. We're working on it. It has been escalated. They did not have an ETA for when they could expect to have it fixed or resolved. But it did sound like they were taking it seriously. They knew about it and were taking it seriously. So that's good. So if you can hold out, in theory, you won't have to do the whole two-step verification thing, activation, and Sony will have a fix and everything will just work again at some point. I did ask them if there was, some place we could watch where they would be announcing the status of this, and they said no, they're not talking about it publicly. I think Sony's embarrassed about it, and they want to pretend that this rollout of shutting the stores down is going perfectly and everything will be fine. So they would prefer to sweep it under the rug and just fix it and silently roll the fix out, and the people having problems will just learn about it from their word of mouth or something, and the problem will go away because they'll have fixed it on their servers, whatever they bungled up in the first place. It seems like somebody just rolled out some update to a server thing that had not been tested with clients, test accounts that did not have two-step verification enabled. So they tested all their testing accounts probably had two-step verification already enabled, so they didn't realize that if you didn't have it enabled, you were hosed. I mean, I used to be a game software tester, and that I can see that happening. It would be a poor testing procedure to have allowed that to happen, because ever since they started this two-step verification thing, they should have had a test case for that every time they changed anything on the network. But maybe they just forgot this time. I don't know. I did check my PS4 to see what activating the two-step verification on my PSN account would do there, because there was no link for generating a device password for the PS4, and it turns out the PS4 and presumably the PS5 as well, but I don't know, I don't have one of those yet. The PS4 knows how to handle this, and so it does not need a separate outside password. It just you go to the login and you put in your regular PSN password, then it says, oh, okay, you know, this is two-step verification, so we've just sent you a text with your additional code. And I'm not sure if you'll have to do that every time on PS4. I don't think you will. I think once you've done it, once you've logged in, you should be set. I don't know. If you have to do that like every time you turn on your PS4, that would kind of suck. But yeah, I just got a text on my phone. I punched the code that gave me into the PS4, and it said, okay, you know, you're all set. So, I don't know. I haven't messed with my PS4 since I did that. Let's see. I guess that's all I have on that PS3 situation. I have seen some people saying activating two-step verification did not solve their problem. I had some people who, especially on Twitter, who I had sent a link to this about this two-step verification workaround. They said they had to reboot their PS3 once or twice after they'd done that, but then it worked. So I don't know if there's a reboot that some people have to do. I don't think I rebooted mine. I actually did a slightly more convoluted step that was the first version of the workaround I found, and this was actually something that the support person had suggested doing too before they found the more general alert about this problem and just told me that it was being looked into. They had suggested that I delete the store app from my PS3, and I had been about to do that. Then I thought, wait a second, if I delete the store and I'm not able to download things except for free demos, am I sure there's going to be a way that I could re-download the store after I delete it? And I asked them, and then they found out that it's this general problem. So I said, oh no, don't worry about deleting the store. But it turns out that when you delete the store, so the first version of the workaround I came across, and the one I actually tried, it was 5 steps. It was log out of PSN on your PS3, then delete the store app, then activate two-step verification. So that's 3 steps now. So activate two-step verification, then reinstall the store, or was it log back in and then reinstall the store? Well, something like that. Shoot. I should probably look this up. Well, part of activating, it must have been log back in, because part of activating verification is you have to log in through this special way. So anyway, you do that, and then you reinstall the store. Maybe it wasn't. Okay, I'm gonna look. Have patience with me. I gotta get over to my laptop. So hopefully, by the time anybody is actually listening this far in the video, maybe you just fell asleep and and you woke up and you were at the end of the video. hopefully Sony has the problem fixed on their end and you don't have to worry about it. Going to the GameFAQs thread, there's a GameFAQs thread on the PS3, main PS3 board on GameFAQs, which is what I was mostly following, and what I was posting these workaround things to as I found them, and what I got from the chat support. Okay, yeah, so the original workaround that I came across and followed was log out of PSN, step 1. Step 2, delete the store app on your PS3. So log out of PSN on your PS3. Step 2, delete the store app on your PS3. Step 3, turn on two-step verification. You have to do that through a website, and then you have to do this rather roundabout. You have to look at the email they send you, generate a password, punch that in on your PS3. So step 4, log in on the PS3. Okay, that's obvious. That's part of verification. Then step 5 is reinstall the store on your PS3. And when you delete the store app on your PS3, it stays there. The icon for the store is still right where it was. Then if you click on it again, it will just start updating and reinstalling itself. So that's how you do that. Pretty simple. Once you know that's all you have to do. So that's what I did. So logged out on my PS3, logged out of PSN, deleted the store app, turned on two-step verification through the website, went through that, logged in on the PS3 with the two-step verification, device password and all that, got that all going, and then clicked on the store and reinstalled the store. Then I went to my download list under account management or whatever, and I was able to download I was able to download this game and then run this game, and I was able to run the one game I had installed throughout all this, the digital game I had installed throughout this, which was Marvel vs. Capcom 2. That had, before I did this workaround, when I ran that game, it had reverted to showing me the trial version. And there was no way to upgrade it, even though it shouldn't have needed upgrading because I already upgraded it because I purchased the game long ago and downloaded the key file or whatever. But once I did this workaround, that was running again with the full version, full options for that game, and I was able to download this game and run this game. So that was the situation there, and it was clutch because that was just this morning, and I wanted to. All week I'd been wanting to record an episode of it this evening, so voila, here we are. So thank goodness for the internet and the people on psnprofiles.com's forum who found that workaround, and then there was a shorter version of the workaround I came across on the Push Square website, pushsquare.com. I actually wrote an article about the problem, which is the first article I've seen about it on a press or a media site, and they talked about the problem. They did not know about workarounds when they wrote the article, but somebody 39 replies down in their replies on the article said, hey, it's all about two-step verification. I just reactivated two-step verification and it worked. And they had a nice concise description of kind of what you have to go through on your PS3 with your PS3 for two-step verification. So they did not do the deleting the store and reinstalling the store app that I did. I've seen some people say they've turned on two-step verification and they're still having the trouble, so maybe the store app is necessary, the deletion and reinstall, and that is necessary for some people. I don't know. I don't know if it was necessary for me. That's just what I did. So, but anyway, hopefully that's just a workaround. You shouldn't have to do that at all. You shouldn't have to activate two-step verification to play your PlayStation stuff. That's all a bug that Sony is apparently working on, and hopefully we'll have fixed soon. But if you feel the need to do your stuff, to play your stuff right now, and they still have not fixed it on their end, and you're getting these weird errors, then maybe that workaround will do the job for you. I don't know. I mean, try at your own risk, I guess. Although in theory, they say if you don't, the two-step verification is something you can turn on and off at any time by logging into PlayStation.com site and just going to your profile options or whatever. I have not tried turning it back off, but that's how I turned it on. Well, no, there's a separate on page you get to. I found by Googling that turned it on. I think I found it by Googling. You can probably find it through your profile options, and there'll be something about turn on two-step verification. Anyway, that was a bunch of pain this week, and hopefully they don't break anything like that again. Hopefully they fix it for everybody else who's still having trouble. So yeah, but here we are. I got Dark Resurrection reinstalled. Got to play my Jinpachi and my beautiful crew cut ball. So that was good. More Tekken coming up in the next 2 episodes. Some Tekken 5 Ghost Battle, some Tekken 6 Ghost Battle, as I still flail about now. Have even more difficulty figuring out which of these Tekken Ghost Battle games to play. Can't decide between them right now. I can't. Well, just keep trying, I guess. So, again, thanks for watching, and can't even really say good night anymore. It's getting light out. This is bad. Well, I got 3 days to get my clock set back to daytime hours and to get my taxes done. So, yeah, that's what I'll be doing, aside from playing more Tekken Ghost Battle in various Tekken games. So, alright. See you later, and good night anyway. Bye-bye.